Hello. Hello. Right. Okay. So there's sound. Right. Good evening, Auntie Evelyn Nkrumah. Good evening. Hopefully the sound is okay now. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Today, conditioned. Don't stay in Ghana. Don't go to Ghana. And as a my triumph na omo maduka so omo ma obi antrane baby. Sanity. Nti enyimere akwaba ke kankam akwaba ata Robert akwaba Sami. Okay. Mubarak anti abna. All right, Chaubia Henry Ayite. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. Last week yeah near Twaba near near Twaba. Nti atwawie man for the winning or winning, they will lose, there's peace. I remember some few weeks before that, it will be framing Ghana de Betwaba, BBC, and then I'm saying, at least election the ABA, the more they cross the and truly, it has come to that state as well. I think we are good at this. We seem to underestimate our skills. We seem to underestimate the things that we do well. And Boneno moment at Tambia to me, your friend say, Odoro Tambia, Boneno, your Bohonde man of Broso. But Papa, the enemy, and a panic. It is a deal for Busia Bonim. Oko Bibi and Abusiano, the Oya de Cranables and a but the Oya de was the only idea the only idea so thank you so much. We condition this, so so if you can hear me, let me know, and then we just go to the next stage. So there are some things that we are so much good at, and I think organizing elections and declaring results, I think we are not bad at all, and so we should be confident, and we should be happy that there are some few things that we know how to do them well, and we should clap for ourselves than people creating panic and fear, because you got to about is your top microphone in it can be so a challenge in the the idea crying still one for person which I say me was a yard to baby a yard and moment more about so say a yard now baby I say you see answer so you see, I'm guys about to be framed, then come now. Maybe there will be some war, some coup d'etat. I'm saying there's not going to be any war coup d'etat. Somebody will accept. There's no way President Mama is going to go to war because are good. I know. So these things. So we should be happy. We should be happy that at least this area is not good. But let's see. Enti busafo akwaba. Nano mishia papa bi na mekoye adwuma bi. Na oye krache. Kuna nimpa. Na ninkomodie mu no. Na ne hu se yes mpanyifo no krado. Ina ne kasa nyina ne ma wo makokwa aburokyire na woka ho ase. Nipa wo ye we wo aburokyire wa ha, ye we wo ha, ye we wo ha. Na bibi bam trim say hey. Yes, no papa obi amini share just few minutes. E don man na ni ke ho pa no. Yeah. Ne ma wateto ma makogwa aburokyire. Na tambia so timete. Say oh, me ka say me wa aburokyire na. We are for Zimamenko. Bushia, Simamenko. Ubu graduate to me catches over Oba Menchiame. Ubukrai, a brand about go by that was in the museum for Grand Nayak. The mamma and papa says, or better Ghana there, and yet choice. Young girl for so as well. Tembia Busiana says, "Wow, Conas or Person Tranco at the end." Na Medrin said, and yet quite say, Crophobia, Mother Mobile Gasset. So, we'll free the chrome crown up on one crying out, my pass or peso baron or better than the chrome bonnebrano. Will be in China, so will be Anca's Obecuno. Bianca's Obecuno. Or no, I should know so Pesamico Tragana. Well, now for 4 crying on nature ticket, and that's one of hell no before. Appear interview ya na one Auntie Tilly ye and now one Mr. Befu ye mete baby o ka se na danfo ba kokora o ka chese wo je ye adwuma ene na busia aba abetra Ghana no kra de na ya se tem se adwuma no kra wanka se ko begyan to buy answer. Now every now and then, I would say it's a common thing where many people who just decide that I want to live in Ghana, would have to face a lot of opposition from their own family. The boy Ghana say, "Our boy man to help or body brow one in the year." So when I just won't quabble with that, our renocrat to me, I said, "The people also abroach it." So pursue body chroma, hey, our entity. Minim the entire etimi drains. Now, dear crowd, I tell us a minor and yes, says our branch be a tableau chase, see, I know who's a jack. So Bomoding said, Be crowd no man coye. Now, or peso better than the chrome. Nanko for I ask. Made a mushemwa. The Mehuni said, No, maybe uncle for to toy yet. A baby and I said, Dear baby uncle for be dear, so fast on your chances. Say, Timmy, who you home. Say, yeah, dear, if you ask baby, I know. Either was a call. Na ye chromo dear. And it's a tra. It's the information that we are processing, it's the data. Many times it's not even said nipa no tiana no hochire no. Obu a ote akra no wasidan watoka o ye adwumapa. Enso busuafo betu no fo se mo mani kro. Enwawa pa na o se hwehwem. Ni ehu de nti ahoho ne bia ni gye ekromu apapapapa ahoho ne bebre ni gye ha. Enso so we Ghana for do ejina ho anasa wo ha jina ho sesi ya opa wo china mentem ha yenyina ha model wo say wo Canada visa anasa America visa. Enya agro kura. What the $10,000 and I said 20,000 to so I'm sure say 80% the benya. Our mom person better hakra. O catches one tony dan nyina amra obeko. Your doctors, professors, engineers, lawyers, bankers, teachers, police officers, your politicians here. What ya say ya enko free SHS and so the man go be nyina ko trouble. Your rantia o be business akese. It's all canvas and once a more wait my jai do ye be a betie. I could pay the sick of your bob one the amount say one day one track. The Bimukra cop, that's all who say, be cry my am from so. Until I say, Messiah, many comic room. Or no, what baby, I said, be cry only pipa. When near Bush, every crow, Jenna Bush, our how. Where Jabushano or Hanna marketing to a job more. And a beer will call you and know him. To a call you know, I won't say, baby. I dear way, dear. Nkoye intimesa komechino amafo betu no for some more Canada yakora na saa sem we nyesa nipa ba ko nipa mienu miensa nan abusua no te obi krachi bi wo mu a otimi ejeto no ho se obetu wo a wakotena brochire be 20 years or 30 years or 10 years una onim de wakomo na so me pese me betra he se be ya de wono ne ene wonte hodo afato no ho se opeso o kire onyansa. Say decision now will make it yet because on a Tigana hand sometimes got or Tigana hano. Why you know, Obokro ya bumpenny or Cusco Acacia, what the long cruisem. Well, Bob Brad Jim say, brow boy, if you are a project grand nusa. And so Sandy Pana on what on no, a bit too na branti anase the wolf asene for say mema ba kokra ka kire be se ne bra ba ko wo ye panyino wo ka kire ne nwane se won ko Venezuela enso wo te hanka wa start business bia wo bo modern ekoye o bibi nkoye yente ase no na yesa na me ne papa panyine ne kasa no wa ko school akese o di brepa me ne kasa no me hu se ade a bitima tentina utimi hia mpanyifo bebre otim se Ghana aboa wo mo but wo tuufo a won kan jo se tahane bobra ma ne ye what or the examples of an ma or my doctors lawyers so abro chire na de chire wo imunya din a woni sa mpanyifo edi nkomo wi a o yire beho na da na nyimire na hwa wo nda sa de bia hye bia no wo akopa bi na also some because of nkrofo a yebu omo a etimi dia to etrim Lynch letter betima Google mekan Lynch was how to keep a slave forever. Essentially sa letter no nekan na yesuba ye de de ubehu Willie Lynch letter kowe nekan Lynch Lynch ebi mo se nye letter dokore nokore ensema mo kan wom a mo se ye fo no de o se ye ma de nipa ba kwa o se ye gini di ebro nipa o se also make sure say akwara nyene papa ni o yire enyene kru ni se nipa tuntum no so ye kokko a wonye de o ye tuntum ni so ye bema a wonye oba ni so ye police officer so long as say wo ye ni nwa tuntum no matter the status the profession fatu omutrim said nipa ba kwa wo so gini die e kwasi broni na when abrofo no de ye o yinwa no mbefa o mokoye the way omo program o mo timi control omo for a very long time and they stay control them. Now again says omo program some use some mechanisms when omo the program omo control omo for maybe 300 years. Ojen say ye wo krom ha no wo man fa bia ba bibia wo hu wo wiase bia no ye won fare bai bibia wo bi duaye wo di bibi so nsuo num poison ye ndi papa panyini wo so ye engineer wa school akese o di bright wo daka akese wo sika o sifia akese wo prominent in the society amishia no ne ma mo abrojire ho asem no woka so it is our project is that program na year juma a year there's a year juma perfect. I'm telling you, a year juma perfect. The only people you have to look up to is a slave owner. The only people that we have to trust ebroni yakabia ni si ebuo ntem fa ho modern mo nipa na ebo so long as ye be before there what is say ye no the subconscious programming is said that we should never value anything unless ebroni dey stamp us so letter the Willie Lynch letter Willie Lynch William to say William Willie Lynch Lynch you read it and these are mechanisms that women they are twisting your dream conditioned to be a bond servant forever, a slave forever. And there are serious mechanisms. Sometimes I say be economy in any year. Oh, you be paying for the kind of cray. And I will more corrupt in tia. And you know tia will be dear baby. Say I do the same idea, but who bonsama also yet to know. the same aduabana no mudu ya say this a woje wonua bimbidi did that and found a level of education, his profession, so long as we bibini no, the way they kept the slaves forever or for a very long time, or omukrono omobomodin e breaki womo condition womo to the level of animals. Tano me you. It is also be sorry. Na wo hu bibi, hu se sa de ne betima gene nkwa. Is a kwasi broni be. Enti ne nyame eni broni. Eni nti na ba bia obekọ bia mrante mienu miensa ka bom bi omo kasa no. Otu omanu a kwasi broni de orimnyansa. Broni de onye kwasi yawo. Broni krom de ahoto ho. A conditioning. You just don't know that you'll be conditioned like that. Enti mfa ho ubetima ye president, MP, minister, doctor, lawyer, ubetima ye big businessman Oscar, but the conditioning is working. Because a bad and crop for pet, it needs to ojiba credit. And it's working. And that is the way you keep the Africans in coming to them, to work for them forever. So we'll link it later. Means that how to keep a slave forever. That's it. Systematic approach. Normal be bromudi go kwem. And yet the normal mudi go monsa no mona ngwan. Domudi to my dream. Now what kind of salad around him say yeah juma wa Ghana, a year juma wa Niger, a year juma wa Nigeria kwa de a year juma pa Togo, Liberia, a year juma wa South Africa, a year juma wa Kenya, Botswana, Egypt, a year juma wa juma wa Brazil, before what be braino. Sa no man year juma. It's systematic, it's a program, it's a conditioning, and it's working and you may not even know it. And you say, Obia, bibini bi or person or yet or nyafa hunde biano, that system will compact you to fight you. You know, boss, or your branch or how school or a bridge. Or we no nya juma bi anye pipa no kra bi. And also person ba okrom. But who na for no a woman no so bread to say the old bread no ano. Ebe mo dia ka che say massa. Canada nyo. Who ko yedai kwase broni no nyame. The only person I was ojini die broni any baby or tini crow any de wahye. There can be anye, especially so crowfo cry the any mudi anye kra. It was elections, you know. Sebe, ohim cry elections yet me any more peaceful than a lot of these so-called developed countries. But what's your election ebe ban one was yeah timi election ye no. Still not timi abomodia ka che say even the timi ye kra no yensuro. You should panic because ye the because broni nkro for ye kra twitwitwo na no me hwe New York abrantia wako school papa ofre busuam a panyini baako a company a won twitwo ko bonity cool no how many times that beti be Ghana and so still ye nkro for be catch say Ghana de asumdwe di here ho nipa ho kire obo pa. Sansem na ye kan nyina no a part of the programming. A part of the programming. To say wo Ghana no say hu abo. Garden tin na say hu bo. Aha na ye wo. Aha na ofiri. E na wo ko okro. Senka wo ni taku ni sempo akora na. Se di paso te ha wo so bobra. A wo mudidie. Tiadenti na odwen se wo a wo ba no de wo yes ne yen 30 million 40 million yete ha no wo abrabọ no wo nanim sine yen nyina is a programming adenti na watimi abobra wo ne wo yere ne wo ma anase wo kunu ne wo ma mo bọ mo homo de wo ma kwa school ba fie woni ji o and so wo say we pay 5,000 and you pay because we need car enti Ghana ne de won tra sebe unika yeti ase na de oka no so ayabo no bosia na wode mfie du na etua ase mfie num na etua no so enti obi a yama no bosia wode wono de atoka ene wa woni bosia woni ka no hwana ga yeye gosi broding enso enwoma mu de ode ka no aye yesine de onika yani sanity negative is greater than 0 gosi broding mathematics no sana wa ye no. It is a one sua de anko animo In some ayeka, it was a be only a cook challenge. Only a beco sa copim so be 70 years. Copim so be 65. No one says, ha baby, and I will jehono. Still, so one quite juma. We need it. See, Jawaka to years to see a to keep a slave forever. Go and read it. Read lynch. So your condition, don't stay in Ghana where you're brandy. I mean, Tramanumu. Only future be our Ghana. Who are brochures who are men call Ghana Hokra, men shall. And he says, oh, they say, oh, may come. Corner be our mobile shop. To only make come here for the whisker. Catre. Was if any Ghana to only make for one better for 30 years and 40 years ago. One more me no, why a whisker with their catcher. So was Cow America. Make come one shop, between Tiaka the whole year. So, was if any ha, one China for every corner on person will be a baby. Was if any ha, one India for Lebanese for, they say Mexico for one in our America for England, France for France, yeah. Most everybody is looking at the numbers. And then me drive Kofa Laboni. The landscape is different. A daya kesia. And Kofosi. The same Ghana now was you paying and I was a sound normal call. I want to Mafo say, well, there's no opportunity in Ghana, no. And that I would think crying as I won't think cry now be fan crying. She had drive bear 1 hour court cantonments. Laboni, Rich, East Legon, yeah, drive faho. La Paz in your washing wafa hache. Drive for the other side, they the same Ghana now was if he need her. Now, Casanense because you are reflecting the programming. The program is that that is how they keep slaves forever. So there's a program on my yard, a be my young as a dear home, aqua juma, a for a very long time. Ne koso a yemudo do no ano. Ejuma na ye no. Enye ejuma sebe o senke ye. But I was here because what the be treating the program is running. Until my first degree wa betima ko trabro chire. Na me paper form. Yes, I'm $100, $1,000. Na me the bia besi dan kakra bi me ntramuda. Ma toka bia besi ya na me cabro for oba wo fa asena wo bo no homode na wo senka wo hye ne nkran no. Wo say we America na wo a nka wo be call anim. You are saying that dream because the programming is working. You are saying that dream. Tomorrow's what happened? What team is down? What the brow? But because we want to program and what the team no, say possible ni pay the bit margin enquano. O can be big a credit people and another apostle. So hanye. And so now for bomb thing. And information about my woman let me atraha. Na what Jenny wanti. No who so any pattern. So information is not available. And so the people that we even look up to will go to confirm why we should not stay in Ghana and why those who are outside Ghana should not come. It's a programming. You was also for Kesiano, so for Penny Kesiano or Casa. And I'm in American visa. And I'm a coy, because that's the way most I will sorry them not visa because the new child point in I broach. I saw Penny and a Mawa broach on a casa. So for Penny will too quite by what not so for Shannon saying getting to kind of nipa. Aquana will not the cow broach by Hannah or by Christmas or by obey the decor. It's the programming. And it's a serious one. And many of us are not even aware how to keep a slave forever, conditioned to move the labor, move the force. One, and Kurano quiz, the best you see a pay American University a moment, Britain University a moment. So the best of our footballers, they must go and play for somebody. Our politicians must go and buy houses somewhere. You handle it and yeah, it's a condition. And the kakrana won't bet me who's our condition, no tono. I'm bet you when you are more free. One more Macadie. Woman, you be GH, yes, copy Mr. who say a program they're running. The African American now to corner and go bet my be pass as if you are. So, to what to her, what did they cut? And so, who was so no baby of free yet? So read that letter. Go and look for it and see how they were able to keep our people. Because it's a mental enslavement. Na ebisani bi wa wo ka nipa na won sua ye no woju achijame mane hawo kone kosua menye achinye keke kosua especially mo amako school no sa no ma we mo yen kan kire wo school to wadwe no ye bond wadwe no ye close but you don't know, so you open your mouth and argue and you don't know that you are reflecting the programming. To you say, oh man, you free mako. Can I know the idea? Oh, you are just reflecting the programming. They have designed a program to make sure that you become a slave forever. So the best of your minds, the energetic. Womunyina kotra baby. Oh, ya se sanko for the baby. They kotra baby. They say your munko ye juma. Na baby amunyina mo kwa mo ye juma. Better sa krono sa man no koso. Na sa man no koso wi a wa be ka je wo de na wo ja ne ho no ankoso. Na wo ja ne ho no obi anko no. E better koso. The same brony was Africa and you develop. The same brony na be any kind. Say your best of your best trained, your professionals should come to their country and work. And the same person will turn around and say your country is struggling. What he for there much children anybody. In any part any children mind. Any part the same person. A BM so will be free her. No matter the chrome. No aside everything from them. Intimidante and Amunsia we no Kawantum this year. Go and learn it. I tell you, a lot of the information Bema Nipa Tuntum Enya Fahudie no. Some information any ho. The agent or invest in Emma Fahudie that. I'm telling you. That's why you're still confused. That's why you're still frustrated, depressed, confused. You don't know where your life is going. Because that information was not designed to bring you liberation. Read that letter, Willie Lynch, How to Keep a Slave Forever. The making of a slave. Read it and you see. Obisi nyano kura de kind de go trauma try be kind. Say, you are just reflecting. We are nice. Was me pay some call me tragana that me call you call ya fide na you a cafe no him no no maybe. Must better also fa hodie unya bida. Na me abrewa bi a won de was better obekwa America no ya na ne mabefa no. And okoye no so person kwa asore. Chichiri no mo say wa just say no mo de no koye. Mo kwa asore no wo ma asore dem. Okoye no baby o mo koye na im say abrofo kwa na wo ho. Baby okotra no bro ni antra na ni mantra na. Oba no say sanity. Enu nyina achi no still oba gara no de America do no. It's a program. And so every steps that you are making, they have programmed it. You just don't know. So unless you study it, you will never have mental freedom. To say you fidie no na hu. To say ye did do how when you saw when in ye. Because the program is working. Tiase kwasi broni pe na also gidi. Ni kuro pe na also gidi. So why ye na it is what is it is I will say it is a broni. It is a oba ha no nwa bi bo no homoden. Wa be a provision shop. Wa do kokofo banchifuo, wa ye fitter, wa ye mechanic, wa ye seamstress. Wo ne obi aka, wa time bie ne kiosk kakra wo bo no homoden. Inse se nka oba ye obehye ne nkran no. Because we dey say Germany and kawaye yo me was also akotra 30 years unye ye no kura ne say the demand nipa ye uni ma me nka nkyerɛ se won ni nkrofo a wafa wo mo ye adwuma ma wa uni ye die ntamutwe no kura na abrofo no nka nkyerɛ ye onte se wafa nkrofo a wotu o muka uni ye die ntamutwe yo na investment na stock market o mo boa Uncle for a more stock market, Monkoto, no companies now flow to shares, no? They then go flow to shares. What build a company, what funk of what you ma? To the try treasure base. So, ye dear, dear, what funny page my wood to your mocha. So, a fabaco, of a menu, of a miensa. So, I don't need ye. Say, oh, was me a doctor, me a why specialist, one quite unity. Who the upper which I mean, quite you, me and Sammy. Menko, Bosmimi and Samenko, me as I would want. But there will be a Juma Wafanko for Jumano. Utimika said Demenko, or for manager, or for CEO, or for supervisor. Mo ye Jumamano, when you no, and Nintina were you the four. What the four be our uncle for mo ye Jumamano, be ye Jumaman, Tino Wusika. Oh, dear, the catch us obey a specialist, PhD, to say the uncle for the own, so PhD, doctor, and lawyer, engineer, accountant. Sano man on any who, and the Jane says you fast aqua so the bay. And no cress out. So one will be a one miss out in be. Our funny power ha, a Juma will to your mocan. Obey ye as no wa, put a certificate out the day. Go ye dear quano, a senko for what funko for Juma, no most so did ye. To all funny padu, oh, what Juma was advice of so Juma do 24 hours in our crown as an individual. 24 hours, you just work 24 hours. If you have 10 people and you can work 24 hours, so let's say you work maybe 12 hours a day. If you have 10 people and everybody is working another 12 hours for you, times 10. So if you have 100 people, it's the same. So when mechanisms, when systems, when structures are working for you, that's how you create wealth. And yeah, Makoye doctor, Makoye engineer, that one is a profession, which is okay. But men fan two trim say me profession me. It doesn't matter where you live. You can be anywhere in the world. The path to wealth is when you have a business, when you have an investment, and on the money pay ye. And yes, I'm a my team free. You tell me 100,000, 200,000, they don't mean anything. Mention any one rich person in that country that you are, who does not have mechanisms, structures, people working for them. Come back up community. So if you don't have anybody working for you, now what you know, and I was saying Ghana, what? It is a member of Ghana, not me, my funk of Wojuma, almost did he. Now it's me, did men no may yasin, what was a war baby, unkwana okoba. Why? Because you are deflating the energy, you are dissipating energy, and there were 40 hoarding. Who do 50 I want to be yet. Unkwana oye, unkwana away and cry, henny a bit of a condition not to come to Ghana. Condition to stay in Ghana. Don't go to Ghana anyhow. If you have to come to Ghana and create something and employ people, that is worth. What a Ghana ha no be a Jumanas and for year Jumamawa, that is worth. We hear visa and sanway. How to keep a slave. Make sure say Bruni pen or Jenny. More macabia when you money be. So, and until one say and grow for the Yagenia Matumo, to was in Crawford in Mikoya Masters, Mikoya PhD, Mikoya Enokoa, who's at the Juma bed or be at Debbie, or we are Gentle for the Abre parties we Nancy and Crawford Lucy Asababa, Crawford Suaba, almost in Miss Ghana, and Yomodi and Tomachi Mafa. So, Tina Omonia Bra or more Pesica, no, because the part of wealth or the part to wealth creation is employing people. It's not in a visa. It is not in any certificate. That is the part. I'm talking of wealth. So, pay Jumano, baby, no problem. But say, Bano, I also obey into the Nako America. You're lying. He doesn't have more advantage than those of us who are here. No. If you have the capacity to create entities and employ people, you'll be far more wealthier than them who are working to be paid. These are rare facts. In terms of China neighbor and Oba or Peso for labor. Peso be no for the pay quick. Say cleaning company. Anything. Any business that you employ people. That's a tool of wealth. So we galam say. So to block. So then crop for paper by normal. Some normal crisis omutiso. Adie bi a wafa wofa nipa adwuma a wotua omoka so wo ye di ye a ere di ye di eba enye visa no And you may my bomber de Acotra Canada. No. A bomber de Acotra Australia doesn't mean anything. A professor of Australia doesn't mean anything. You know your salary. You know. So condition, don't stay in Ghana, Umbwa. Don't go back to Ghana. It's a lie. It's a lie. So come. Talk beto asase 2025 beto asase. Beto asase 10 acres, 20 acres, 50 acres, 100 acres, 1,000 hectares beto bi. Uto wi a satisfied den krofo kwa asase no so no makoye. Bibi wo so. Produce something. Pay labor. That is the path to wealth. It's not America. It is a lie. It's not in Germany. It is a lie. It's not in going to a lot of degrees. Unless you're a lecturer, you want to lecture, no problem. Impact knowledge, no problem. But so, course, all the be yeah, could be some microphone or more. That is not the path to wealth. It is how a professor, chirade, shall pay no koye. Se me jaya kwa brochire wati. Ko pass asibine ye mefu. Ube bro, ubete unfifre beba. Nkrofo be dada ubeko. Unless you have access to labor, unless you control something, you control a force, you control a mechanism. Oh boy. Uni ye di entamuche. Yes, obokoro no. Abokoro no so adachi bi autobeti. Timi de kwabna obedako. Onhwe ye da no ye zane keka no. Oni ya adwen fa oni ya adwen ye democracy. Ya fe da be ya disagree bi ha. Men how kra. Just go and watch your football. We are looking at having a seminar on 28th of December, our Academy of Art and Science, Airport Residential Area, our Pebia area. Seminar. We will update you. What I like about our seminars is that people come to share their stories. Say, oh, no, so school cinema. Or the country is about 20. But maybe every 50,000. There will be on no trouble, 50,000. Just one day, go to 50,000. Oh, we'll pay 3,000. It's on the yobi. O Trianipa Mako, or Nipa or how Triomuka, but maybe so Triabako 1,000, 100,000. Will be old Triangle for 100,000. Rodgers always Casino. Was all converted. I mean, converted. Triadala, not Triado, home, I mean, converted. They have conditioned us to be poor. They have conditioned us to be little, average. And then almost started somewhere you are check. This program is over 400 years. Over 400 years. Normal condition the Africans not to see themselves rightly. They may say, Papa, no engineer. No, Kasan. Minene kasa we me kasa sana. Minene say I had a my spirit was disturbed. Say penyini sa. Na tie na nije hu ne say the man free Ghana akwa abrochire. Ene na nije hu. Na the same person asat dan no ho ka kire say man nkoso. Awo ye train o munyina do munyina kono. Wa na entra ha na onye man nyi. You get it? If you don't get it, then forget about it. You know? So there's freedom for us. And this program is who actually penwano. Who actually you are free. The program is who actually over 25 years now. Who actually check. And Tiano say, your number from Kranas in your tadia. You come here any better. God, quite a first way, and it's a ultimate ye be on the far fufro. Now, would your mocha. And only a dear years. There could be an edited. I'm telling you. So, also, me bano co school. Now we are who didn't go school, we no matter the profession. So when Timmy and Fat will be a Juma, only ye did Tamuche. And yet Juma when ya or did the post or that class I can see more, you know, because the day that actually be in a fiso. Free who we are now because I know in the level on your husa. The normal level. Jesse Angrophobia or my ministers here for moon. Ye you my free sweet, eh? Ye obenya kakra do we are acha. You want to know my acha and fame, you know, or that form. But over Juma, one entry, one ponche, one nyan, one careful, or body full, for year Juma mano, or construction company, or retail, or bank, they will be a Juma, they will invest this car. Does not matter his profession. Obedi. Na him fan na emre se obeye saade we. E Ghana na emre. And this will be back Ghana. So ba was Ghana ko di here. I want to say the programming is working. You don't get it. Where is it that you can invest and have labor easily work for you? It's in Ghana. And yet, the programming will conflict, will fight you. Because of course, you catch us on no pet. No bit my mouth found the only pet, no answer. Oh, baby, or pet in a year, dear, or in correct. It's a lie. And so we've been conditioned to be enslaved for a very long time. Into baby, I bet me and your father, you know. That can not even call home on ye. That can not even go. Into the more ye free your mind, the more ye be young. And that is a fact. The more I walk Ghana, what Jenny had, the more na we yakwa. The more we are brochre, now say Africa, the old madam, the more na we yakwa. Because Bruni no man was shall be binino fawdi no unya. The baby obenya for who dear. A house in a catch was a member. You know, so what child was I and quiet. Can't you see it? Can't you see it? You don't even have happiness. As a matter of fact, for you to be very happy in life, is the association, is the people, is the relationship around you, is your network. Your joy comes from the family, the friends, the impact, the people you meet. That's where rare happiness and joy will come from. How can you be happy? You can't be happy. And if you don't have happiness, you actually die early. You are going to die. You are just killing yourself. Because a delightful spirit or soul is healing to the body. Or cry the niageno. Ma nipaduano apomuden. So we condition. Into so sebe unya because of ba kaboshire. Kachens why are there? Okwa menko pay juma. Be a juma. Fa fufro juma no more. Yere hone ye ni ye. Eno na ye die wo. Enum na fa ho die wo. Enye so call ya be ye. There be. But si ubo semeye. And I'm pass obey. Now ye we now to ania. You'll be happy that you came. Build hospitals, schools, open companies, start farms. That is freedom. And Tomokacho said, don't stay in Ghana. They want you to become a slave. Don't go to Ghana. Don't go to Nigeria. They want you to be a slave forever. You are not just aware. Your greatness is here. We're just not aware because of the programming that they push us through. To many of us in the Agriculture shut down. Because no my jehono. If not at all, let Malcolm inspire you. We saw them when we were in Kumasi. We saw them. Malcolm, Kenny Hagen. Yeah, kitting. They didn't run away. They didn't go to look for visa. They stayed. Amania omahunye bini. Omonya Ghana fo. Tembi abos no mudi on newspaper na GRA alcohol mo hunu but they are still going. Oh, mo hunu about kope. So, mo hunu about kope. Woko. What do I say? Omatrem and oma for nipa thousands. What Ghana will be a business of for nipa 2, 3, 4, 5. Would they make us a cabroche? Would you say make of Florida? And it's not because it's cheap, it's not because they have money. It's because their mentality is different. Their mentality is different. They don't think like slaves. They want to win. They want ownership. They are not begging. They look at taking territories. They are looking for food. Think differently. Think greatness. Think like a lion. You dominate. And yeah, they could break you. Don't think in terms of salary, job, CV, little. I'm okay with my wife and my children. When there's vast land at Tamale, Boko, Wa, Ho. If you see those lands and you think there's no prosperity in Ghana, the program is working. Program is working because you just want to be successful without sacrificing anything. They want to dominate. They fight. They're not afraid. They don't come from you, but they are not afraid. Who are free and who tribe are kopera wusu? No problem. But you cannot employ hundreds and thousands. And if you're not doing that, you're just living comfortable. You just have a very nice life. It's okay, but you'll be a nice. You're just your nice house or your nice car, and you die like that, Wear dress chicken that day, okay, for the Christmas. That's it. But greatness is here. Switch your mind. Change your watching. Africa is poor. Who told you Africa is poor? It's the mind. Africa is not poor, it's the mind. Go to any village. Tell them, Master, I said, oh, honey, you're 1 acre, 2 acres, 10 acres. Your cabbage, you don't grow for any. China, by then, and you're fishing away. And then the wire and Wi-Fi and crow for your kick on my boom no to your mocha. And yet, the same assassin, I want to know, nobody about anybody. Body. You live in wealth, your problem is the mind. So Africa is not poor. We're never poor. We've never been poor, and we will never be poor. Our challenge is the information that we have. They condition us to look to them as saviors. It was a program. And it's working big time. And it's our for no pay BS or pay no one visa man or free. Because of our is just reflecting the same ignorance. You believe that over our school there. And Jenny Bibi a Bemana great as an African. Jenny Bibi a Obehu's a brony pen in Yansa. Two of our the institution Cassiano, but still the condition is eating him. Big time. Dokasa Obehu. Quite be some of this and Africana. So that you work all your life as a born servant. Freedom takes different psyche, different mindset, different information. And programming now from the other is working big time on our people. And we are not even aware. So my name is Captain Obin Dako. Thank you. And yeah. Okay. That's how into Brafie. Pefa hodi. What Yaswa, Chichini ye, Peso to Kaya, as a wealthy man. Don't go as a hustler. Don't go as somebody who is running away from wealth. I don't think you can see wealth with peace and dignity and fulfillment anywhere. Than what we have here. And it's true. It doesn't matter your technical skills. If they pay you, it does not matter your technical skills. It matters who you have employed, what is working for you. You can be anything: software engineer, aerodynamics engineer, neurosurgeon. If they pay you, you must own a hospital, must own an institution, a business. Then we can talk of, but unfortunately, they have been able to confuse a lot of our people to be very comfortable with something. So, I have a very little life. It's okay. I don't want much. Ofi Africa, you don't want much. Want much. Because those people are never tired of taking. Can't you see it? They are never tired of taking. But they are telling you to be very happy with the little that you have. They are never tired of taking. He has 200 billion today, the next day is 400 billion. And they constantly in progress until they die. It's part of the programming. Be happy with the little salary they tell you. So who crosses $70,000 they are can number one in. Why should that be a problem? I would still want that. Don't be happy with your little salary that they pay you. Don't be happy with the little salary they pay you. Don't be happy at all. Fight for the dignity of your people. Thank you very much. Auntie, this is Streamline, How to Teach Yourself Money. This is Perspective. And what again? This is Self-Investment. We have about 9 books. African Advantage. This is Resilience, Freedom. And there is Financial Intelligence. Get copies of our book. Go Amazon. I'll be home. Unlimited opportunities. Study, learn, free yourself, because the programming is working. It's working. It doesn't matter. So, it doesn't matter where the African lives. If you don't understand this programming, it's working on you already. If you are not aware, it's working on you. So break it so that you can be free. You should be very happy to look back and say, I want to settle in Ghana. I want to go back to Nigeria, employ labor. Own. Then you are free. So thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Until 28th of December, a seminar or Academy of Art and Science. Or Utimi fa 37, Utimi Baho. Utimi fa Pebi, Utimi Baho, Ebene, Chinese Embassy, Alliance Français, or Pebi, Obisa Academy of Science and Art. Because almost everywhere was booked, and so we will do the flyers and we will share them. Make it a point. That's why we didn't put it before Christmas. This one is after Christmas. And wait me up, Brebi. Why went me the other time, no Brebi. The Bishia Bibi. The cows or stories. What I like about our seminars is what people share. It's not so much what we even share, but what I hear from people. And I can say that if you give the microphone to any one of us, we will share so much wisdom. Because they are practicing it. And that's what sad what they bobra. To be candy was here. So when the cash access and the way I am confident. On a brabo. So into sanity. Mubarak. Mubarak.
Yeah, Mubasha.
Sorry. Mubasha, Kasa.
Good evening. And good evening to Ma. And we are join the program.
Network is very nice today.
Yeah, hello, sir. What's Minka? Hello, sir. Please, can you hear me?
You hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Okay, I greet everybody, and especially Ma. As a like other time, I know,
okay.
And Madam, yeah, my preoccupy, and I wish that one day,
over
we casa.
Yeah, no me.
Yeah, me too, Unka. But when I was ultimate, let me hear you. Hello, please, can you hear me? Annie, me too, Unka.
Hello, Joy.
Okay. I can see that.
Whoa. Habib.
Hello, sir. That's the one, Kasa. Mina Mikasana.
Okay. Kasa.
Okay. I can see that Ghana has a future through this information and this knowledge that the legend is sharing with us. Munu say as a make a lot of impact or your lives and your brother also. And I think that people are discovering the truth. And so I have some points that I want to share. And I think that I was saying share information with. Right now we are about 313 people on this platform right now. And I think that if all of us start to share the information that we are getting here on our platforms or to other people, then we can be making impact more small. Definitely obi our social media platform sometimes also and I say post me nyama nti yensha say ebe share information acquire or the knowledge that we are acquiring here and also refer people to the legend and yes our groups be what we need our group no I think you should try and join the group because a lot of network is going on in the groups so I think that we should send the information to everybody to also get part of what we are gaining here. And like the legend kind and I papa kind said, we have been conditioned. Now I reflect it, imagine say we share China for movie. Sometimes a movie like they write it in order to promote their history or to promote their culture. But when say Bruni baby free America and Europe abaho. Say onombe kunta kwa something at the end no bon say China and Japan then they will win sometimes beto abasa boxing at the end ombo use kung fu and some karate then awini so it is promoting their culture but yeah Ghanaians no and African form yeah we always try to emulate them and try to portray as them nti NOMY nti omo sa entertainment industry some movie music I think they should also start to work very hard. Definitely I know say for aspect and there are a lot of people who have more knowledge about those or in those areas, so let's just try to share something through those media. Movies they can also come out with their movies and their music which share similar information like what Legend is doing here. And books, they should also consider writing more books like Mr. Obinda books maybe. And I'll also entreat everybody to get the books so that you get more knowledge from it. Recently, I bought the reset, and I'm trying you. Like I said, it was so interesting, and I started boosting me. So I'm now looking for more books, more history books to read. Because when you read it, it will tell you that if you want to prosper in life, you have to know your history. And if you know your history, there is no way that you go with fear. You be where you do it with vim. So I would like everybody to get the books to read. So and I've realized that yeah, you know, and our young guys know you pesca, but we don't want to sacrifice or we don't want to do what it takes to get there. And sometimes me nama obi timi hu say on brosha me pese me your adwuma bi and I say pese me ni alaje ben and I want to do this and that. But are they able to sacrifice like how we are or how I'm sacrificing? No, they are not. So, but I think all is because they don't have the right information. They don't think critically. That's why they are where they are now. They want to make money, but they are not ready to do what it takes to make their money. So I think we should teach them and we should also bring them on board to this platform. And I think, yeah, well, Mr. Obin Cycle, I think we should do our best. We should do our best to send a petition to Parliament. I said it in our group. Mr. Terry, I said, they were Mr. Terry. I can hear. Okay. I think I said it in the platforms and our WhatsApp groups now. Say your mom or the and send a petition to Parliament because I remember say I've gone journalists, football lovers, like they were able to send petition to Parliament. So if we start to mobilize and work together, we can also send petition to the Parliament. And when we go and Mr. Obin Kasa, all of them will listen to him. Meme Gidi say Omuti na yeah this message Omajun Besisa so that they also try.
All right. Moviajo.
Joe Kaza.
Mr. Vemichel, are you cool? So,
I don't know a network in how doing.
I know console. Why are they pa? Okona uba. Aye, Jumaden ya. Ya ni sopa na Mr. Ben. Answer na meto me komo so. Mesuro bi ase. Ohoma na aba no. Sani odi kakan no. Wa unsan kembi no. Na wa sere se wa ya ma unsan kebi. Ubenye bi wa Accra ase. Accra Mall, MV shop. And I say St. John's, Atimota Mall, who call MV shop, I'll be near you honum. Who frame Mr. Biancasa or Bebon Sakebi. And I feel so Amazon Sunny kind, soft copies were honum, near you and I and can be. A bad boy in you, pa. Mr. Ben, and then on your hook, some Madame Bibon, Comocacra. Say, also no team, money hand pesa minimum animal soche. Or just say, or crab with no. Na onimbibi entamani nsuro imrofo no. Na menene bonko na mse. So edie na ama adwuma no mu no. Otumi ene wo musie ni nyese ono wo musie ni se ono wo mokun na mom no. Otumi ekire na adwene na onsuro wom. Na muntumi ehunahuna no. Ano kire se tama na osano na ta ni papa ye politician kakra. Nti tama cool ni war no esi ye no ono otumi hu amoka bo ni tu amoka bo mu fie ni ade nti no through that no kona adwuma mo hu se na we kura no ye me buftu ma na me hwe machi a ya no de sa na ma wo ntumi mfa hu na yen afi o jim tum se me ye bibini na maba ho no ye nyina ye nipa nti obu ase ebu ye ho na ye de no kura ye adwuma ensese misuro nti bra ne nuanom nyina adwuma num ne nuanom nyina no mo hia meeting a no mo de omhu sie omo bisebisa nsem no ɔso tumi nya akukuduro enti nneɛma mmiɛnsa ɛboa ne yɛ n'abakɔsɛm beebi ofiri ɛna afei ɔkɔɔ hɔ no so no ɔtɔɔ ne bo ase esua sɛnea ɔmo teɛ kuro no mu no adwuma na ɔkɔyɛ no ɔhwɛ ho nyinaa mbra ɛna ɔbɔ mmɔden sɛ ɔbɛhunu enti ɛnum a otumi yɛ adwuma no ɛwɔ aburokyi hɔ no ɛna mene ne bɔ nkɔmɔ no m'ani gye paa no hu sɛ daabi ɔse sesee no school mu ɔkura no ne ba ne nimadeɛ sen mmorɔfo ne ba no na through that ne ti no mmorɔfo no pɛ sɛ ɔmo gyegye akwara naa no ɔmo yɛ no biribi na sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ mbɛtumi de asɛe akwara no ayi no nanso ɔkɔɔ school mu hɔnom na ɔda akukuduro adi na ɔmo hu ne gyinabea no efiti hɔ kɔ no ɔmo nya akwara ne sɛ biom na mo sɛ wow enti ɛnɛ no na ɛfa farming yi na maame de hyia woman yi na yɛbɔ nkɔmɔ na ɔkyerɛ me nneɛma ahodoɔ a ɔnsuro wɔ hɔnom ɛmfa ho ne sɛ system ne mfi hɔ sɛ onim sɛ buroni kɔyɛ a ɔbɛfa ne ho adi na so ɔno deɛ ɔkɔyɛ a ɔmfa ne ho ndi ti saa deɛ a ɔbɛsua culture no na ama ɔnsuro wɔ adwuma no mu no ɔmo nim sɛ ɔno ni opie hɔ a na ɔhɔ ayɛ din sesee no watumi ayɛ ama ɔno na ɔkyerɛ bere a ɔbɛtumi de aba adwuma bɔɔs ni mpo hwehwɛ na gye sɛ ɔwɔ no ɔde obuo ne die na ma no ɔno ɔkyerɛ sɛ bere sei no mɛba adwuma bere sei na mɛyɛ sei 7 ɛwɔ hɔ no mu ɛdan ɔgye ne ho di nti sɛnea ɔka no sɛ yɛwɔ ha ne yɛbɛtumi agye ho adi a ɛhyɛ ho beebi efiri nti sɛ adwuma o ɛdan ɔntumi nyɛ nti sɛ book na research no o topic baako ma ne ho fo sɛ ntini no dua ne ntini no eni ahoɔden a dua mu na gyina hɔ no so eni ahoɔden Ìgbà nso sɛ wo nso wonnim w'abakɔsɛm a womu na wo mu yɛ ha obi bɔ ohu a wobɛdwane ɛma wohu sɛ biribi papa wɔ wo man mu ɛma wongye wo man ndi na sɛ na ɔkae no sɛ Africa no ehia a yɛnyɛ poor na yɛnyɛ poor nso da ɛsan sɛ de biara da no ɔmo ba ha se na ɔmo nim sɛ da yɛn ni bɛbu da yɛbɛka yɛn ho abu no mu ɔmo nyɛ obiara enti no wobɔ adwuma na adwuma no ɛkɔ fam papaapa na yɛni so na me de mɛsere obiara sɛ nhoma video nyinaa no nipa wɔ ha bi a follow pɛ bi kan ne bɔ nyɛ den 40 cd wotɔ a wobɛkan saa wode bɛkyerɛkyerɛ ho de bɛkyerɛkyerɛ wo nuanom afoforo ɛbɛn mma wo nuanom seminars woba a ɛyɛ adeɛ a wobɛnya so mfaso bebree aboa me sɛ aboa me me ankasa me wɔ aboa me mebɛdi wo akyi Mr. Ben madwene mu da hɔ medwene yie sɛ mekɔyɛ adeɛ a mensuro ɛma me hu abrabɔ sɛ ɛnyɛ den metumi abɔ ɛno nti menkɔbɔ korɔ no adɛ na menkɔ wia o ɛsan sɛ mewɔ nimdeɛ menim nea meyɛ a metumi ɛnyɛ me nsa bɛkɔma no a adɛ na menkɔ wia o adɛ na menkɔtwa ntorɔ nanso sɛ wonni nimdeɛ no na wonim ɔkwan a wobɛfa so na woanya biribi adi nti no ɛno nti na wobɔ korɔ no nti yɛsi pɛ nimdeɛ na hunu a wobɛhunu a korɔ no koraa anya wakɔno ntorɔ no anya wakɔno biom sɛ dabi ada no kotwa ntorɔ because wonim nea ɔyɛ a wobɛdidi wonim nea ɔyɛ a wobɛnya sika to ho a ada no kotwa obi ntorɔ nanso ɛsɛ sɛ wonni nimdeɛ no nti no ɛyɛ wo sɛ ntorɔ no ne solution connection no wo change figures no ɛno ne solution ɛbɛtumi ama wadi yie ɛnte saa ɛde ɔhaw bɛbrɛw nti homa wɔ hɔ videos wɔ hɔ yɛn nyinaa yɛnyɛ na yɛboa no yɛnkyekyere yɛn man mehu sɛ yɛn man ne sombo ɛnɛ nyinaa no wodua biribi wɔ man no ɛbɛyɛ yie bebia ɔde biribi bɛsi bia no ɛbɛyɛ yie wopɛ biribi yɛ wopɛ biribi dua asase wɔ hɔnom wopɛ bi na odua kakra mfie 9 na wo nso wonya biribi a abɛyɛ investment amo nti Mr. Ben daase ne adwuma pa a wobɔ ahoɔden sika obibia no yɛbɛ sɔ paa ayiko wɔ ho na yɛn nso no yɛbɛdi nokorɛ ne aso aba pa ama wɔn sɛ adwuma no woyɛ adwuma pa Mr. Ben.
Good, that's it. Habib, go ahead and talk.
Thank you, Mr. Ben. Good evening to you.
How are you?
I'm doing great, and good evening to everybody listening to us. I think it's been a while.
Yes.
And I've just been informed that the new book has come, and I will be needing
yes.
I'll be needing some copies.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You also mentioned about the seminar that is coming up. I didn't get the date right. If you can remind me.
It's 28. We tried to push it 28.
Okay, that's fine. That'll be fine.
Oh. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes. Recently, I watched a video where you were talking about this issue of programming.
Yes.
I think this is a very big issue for us as a people. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because this is something that was consciously and systematically, progressively done.
Yeah.
Somebody intentionally designed a program of this nature.
Mm.
And so it is going to take a lot of hard work to be able to undo what has been done to us.
Yeah.
And for me, the programming is all about making you to see yourself less of a person.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's about making you see yourself less important, less significant. And it is part of the reason why today the black man does not see himself as worthy of anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the various programs that we've been made to go through, you look at our country and countries that rejected this programming, today they are the superpowers of the world, if not one of the superpowers.
Yeah.
And we are also where we are because of the decisions that we made in the past. Their system of education, their system of religion. I was telling one of my friends that the white man is not sending anybody to heaven. And he has no intention of doing that. Because if there is a country or a town somewhere where you die and go and walk on gold, and the white man is the one who has the manual to this particular town or city, I don't think he will bother himself traveling thousands of miles to come and teach you that. I don't think so.
We want to bring trouble.
In the religious programming, what I see is racism in the guise of religion.
Yeah.
Racism, which has been disguised as religion. And we have been fooled that they are taking us somewhere called heaven, which is not the case. I'm saying this because when you read all the religious scriptures, there's nowhere you find Obindako's great-grandparents.
No.
There is nowhere you find any Ghanaian name in those books. Even in the 12 tribes of Israel, where they say on the day of judgment, those going to heaven, the 144,000, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes. I don't think Obindako's name is on any of the gates.
We have taken me out.
Yes, if you read it and put it into context, you and I are not going there. Unfortunately, we are struggling to belong.
Yeah.
Where they don't like us, everything is clear that we are not liked, you are not welcomed here. But unfortunately, we are killing ourselves so much to belong. In these books, heroes are glorified. We don't hear of our heroes in those books.
No.
All those people being glorified, we don't hear of them. Our people are not part. So subconsciously, you are telling us how useless and unimportant and uninspiring our forefathers were. Because nothing talks about them in those books. And so today, for me, it saddens my heart that when somebody is saying something, oh, even the Bible said, even the Quran said, So that thing that somebody said in the Bible and the Quran, there is no black person who said something sensible or something close to that.
No.
We cannot get
No.
that.
No.
Of course, we can get that. So this tells you that somebody is controlling the literature, what we should read and what we should not read. You come to the education sector, and it is the same thing. Racism in the guise of education. An education system you go through, and at the end of the day, you are convinced that you are not good enough. You are convinced that you have to change your name and answer somebody else's name before you become recognized. An education system that brainwashes you to see your people differently or negatively. And so that is why we have all the successful people you can think about, but they are not making any meaningful contribution like Mr. Bendako you are doing. They are not making, because subconsciously he hates his people without he himself he doesn't even know he hates his people. We call it subliminal seduction. I have mentioned this thing before. Yes, it's subliminal because it is operating at a level that is below or a little bit below your level of awareness. So even though you are doing it, you yourself is not even aware you are doing something like that. And so what do we see? Most of our fine brains, our fine gentlemen and ladies, there is something we call brain drain. Brain drain. In those days, they came for us in chains, forcefully, against our wish. Today, there are systems in place to make it easy for you to move out.
Yeah.
Today, the slavery has taken a new turn. Today, there is a system. We ourselves are selling ourselves into slavery. It wasn't like that. So our forefathers and us, excuse me to say, who is more sensible? They came for our forefathers against their wish. Today, we ourselves are selling ourselves out for them. The kind of work our people put, the kind of effort they put in other people's countries, if we put half of that effort in our country will change.
Yeah, we develop.
I watched a video, and our brothers were in one of these countries. They were harvesting, is it corn or something? Mr. Bendako, if you look at the zeal with which they were doing it, if they come and do that thing in Ghana, we will not go hungry.
Wow.
So they keep on draining us, and the more we live, the poorer our continent gets.
Yeah.
Any fine brain, they make sure you leave the country, or if you make a mistake and find yourself there, you are sure of not coming back. They will find whichever means to keep you there. Maybe sometimes they can even use debt, like the other time you were saying. A lot of people are there because of debt. They cannot come out because systems are working. It's not in a country like Ghana where you go for a loan and run away. Over there. And so
we went for MTN.
Yeah, and so for some of us, for me, it has never crossed my mind that I'm traveling anywhere. I have always seen opportunities in Ghana, and I'm taking advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah.
And so for our brothers and sisters who have also found themselves somewhere, the earlier you take yourself out of that entanglement, the better, because a lot of our brothers are there. In fact, I don't want to say much, but the most important thing is that they should try and come home. If all of them come home, we are going to develop.
Yeah.
The efforts they are putting in other people's countries. And it is our forefathers who developed those countries that we are seeing today. The beauty of those countries. Our forefathers built them. That is a historical fact.
Yeah, it's a fact.
And we are the people they need to develop. They need us. Unfortunately, we don't even recognize this. If we all come back home, those countries will be nothing. It is our people who are working to develop those countries. We have the younger workforce. Majority of them there are old people. So they have instituted measures through which they get young people with youthful exuberance, with strength to go and work. Africa has the youngest population. You can check it out.
Yes.
And they are taking advantage of that. And we don't even recognize this. And look at the way they even treat some of our people there. Look at the way they even treat some of our people as if you are not a human being. No matter what, your home is your home.
Yes.
For some of us, it is Ghana until Satan repents.
Yeah. Habib, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Obedaku.
All right, that is Habib. Habib until Satan repents. Hey. Now, wow. I did like that.
Hello,
I did like.
Busiafo. But
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, you also.
And I was for him.
Yes,
Now,
madam.
that bra, the friend say Habib,
Yeah,
oh,
Habib.
Casano. I dear be see me to the minister. Adia, oh, Casano. Any dear bra, so that kind be see me to him, Cassia Pan say, say, Cassa colonization. Christianity is the biggest one.
Yeah.
It's the biggest colonization. Yeah, dear Brian near. Say Christo ni bia starte ayusu adwene no a eda ne tirim no a amanfo yusu the same adwene no de ye computer na de komu Christopher alemete o madwene e de ama bible nko ano what starte say what think outside the bible what we ase what starte say o ase questions na ho aye na medwene ho say obi atwero book e de abrɛw enti wo nwene ho kura na nwene hu say e de enti no obi betimi atena ne kurom no watwero book no what de abrɛw wo kurom now your whole being is just focused on the onipa natural no what de abrɛw na enti wo de wo kurom na ye followers sana colonization no ayeye
Yeah.
enti wo ntimi kura nwene anhu no say na nipa yi ya ka ne ho asɛm yi ene ne ekeka ho yi masini ba kokura nim omu ye nipa ene omu bai asasi so say ya bra we need to start being critical thinkers seriously
Yeah.
seriously
Yep.
because ya da titri youth na mo ba no mo na was yet starting brand sema working moon wake up papa moon question everything. It will not kill you. Woo. What you say? Me who baby I'm fast because I am my home tianra. I so I say and now would teach us as we say mumrefi. Me young could be I'm a bear crumman and near feet or your bearma. Na one in a year in a woho, kofana yere, frigana by. Nana one or baba kwa woni marry. And Kulana yini umkra London. Mo UK. Na sorry I walk on. Etimia convincing a son, you don't want coffin a free Ghana ban. Wonyana warrior. Now won't go back. Wonyano won't go back. Won't call worry. Obanwa, one in our war, ne man in no. And yes, sir, na soft dear to me in Conanim and no more, you more can some. Because near me when I said Christianity, no, a obstacle. Achịchịrị Kristofo a ụmụnni ma ọmụsụ ya beka dwen minu ya be me say just want to me to unpick point ya nkyere ade pot ya Obeya ye no nti a woni ni jai. Ai de nyame pese oye no oye. Okọ Ghana. Obeya so a wuja no yi. Kyerɛ sɛ there was a big commotion according to Onua ena kyerɛ sɛ edi awaregya ne bae. Na Kristofo a ɛne asɔfo mu ne group bɔ mpaeɛ kansɛm ama ne yire ɔde na free Ghana ba wagya no akɔware ɔba foforo. Ne ba ne yire dada. Na bra ene ya me no kasai. Ene me ne kasai. Wonu hu kyerɛ sɛ was yey. Makoma chi o was I have taken about 100 steps back to my life. Ne nyinaa ne sɛ adwene na anya adwuma. Minim sɛ wotabel na kai o sɛ ho na kai o. Was it foolish born again Christians? They are believers, but they are not thinkers. You need to think. Christians, we are not thinkers. We need to think. Onyame ma ya adwene sɛ yɛmfa nwene. Obi de ne dia ye computer. Obi de ne dia komu. Edi nti na wo dia you limit your thinking only on Bible. Wonsua hwenka ho bi. Ye woni man sɛ ukoto free Bible mu. Ɛna wote hia mu. Ɛna di suro na almost omu di Bible achi kesem they are the most coward people on earth. They are so coward. E bibibia hunhuna wo mo. Bibibia. So because and I'm say colonizers no. Omo ba omo chro ama why you humble, why you timid, why you slow. You can't think outside that book now what kind of no. A dad I would say yeah, a dad I would say you know, what to talk about you know. Hope so speak up cry. You say men can't say be rude and be whatever they call it. But we need to think outside the Bible. Because I was started so thinking outside the Bible. Freedom at the Bible. Freedom. Any year I will be no. You won't believe it. Membody and comedy I may say, made the man no baby. Say nipa crown one share. Emma will feel it say. What she has here. I will fake it until I make it. I will fake it around you. With me know what the same level, but me think, you know, me read the other books, me hear other things. Because sometimes the situation, your environment, you know, what start to say, oh, Kenya, who ya more be ya. Ya in some level say they be mount. Into just the ulaimu. Na enra say me call a year. Na preach or more preaching, let me tell you, more calamity them. Because Christianity is emotion. Emotions into emotions no you won't capture emotion no into no it seems as said there I'm why I'm hey yes I'm ready you me the man wants me that was thank you bro.
Thank you. All right, we have Fika sir.
Good evening, Mr. Bia platform. So,
Yes.
so me that's a new CSN. Me the ambassador. You have a decision a door to Sana, and I so connection that we more penny preparing for the almost saying an hour to book money at the end. And then person me say I think they were casting be I'm not sure pushing me for say the word you want. Mutu uncle for recently I'm a graduate, but I think movie school say the we your national service also me were empty me away. Actually, a crowd or show her we before Juma me brava could buy me graduation. See, you didn't come up me brother penny or any masters until buying all catch say Eric, and so we really obey more and I'm saying, no sister application. I'm so yeah, you be so so you're not some more 5,000. What above 2 I 5,000 they say yes. I don't show me no there. I said, no, and I'm so they don't just rapping. Inti, you say no, I come mama as I said before, say, bet my from who's skinny, as bika, very basic. We win here geometric, you be a full binity and a car. Until when you pass 5, and that's what your mocha, me, and when you normally 10. And the chair say you are building of things. Say thank you very much for that. And Mr. Me, I never can say Mr. Say, as a senior, but part of the art. One say, as a student, on the way school now, by force says so, ye baby. Mimi Cranium, on Michelle, and come in break his annual man. Into bones or yours, oh, Midiana, my master. Now, masters, no, I owe dear. Well, Michelle, also me and masters, and I'm saying masters a program na no courses now acquire okay we geometry we no I want to try and your masters obi na masters na to na okoye bi then gas why okoye your masters there be obi asem na o kana okuti nti o se sha adwen na ma me wona popo mienu baako baako UK na baako US omunya black 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 now is the UK near black British na but omunya ba oye wo mo ho nti madam for baako meta se metio no o UK na o catch me de bia say ni parents like ni parents brand and the but because metio no nti metenase as in a higher thing rent in that form or the can't answer me but nti amana be pema asem just because or can be me na me can be on I say actually enough for man say agana hanije wa how the Ghana hanije wa ha or see Eric or sorry term or akola no or ye we no or call or say or den or see or what just steady leave nti or we school no or san edwuma na ni parents no ma ye edwuma san but like I said still did the cat. She was saying all these stuffs. See the man pema asem nyina ne say I say or can asem cheme ametinase. Just because I have been consuming that content and I buy kasa me tibi ni sanyo na mso to bo am timi kasa me say o tini ne auntie bi ti say abrochi ni do so mbeba so mo buy ko munye dwuma nye ni ba me di eka ni tembi asa ha and that from this na mo kan so kan no bia o ma anye no mo buy so munye dwuma nye no mo nam ho nti and I do mana the US no so the Ghana na almost the and oh kasakura and the massa enti ono no na say menini ye na e ka asem bi sa na o ka say Ghana is not although she's very positive about us and he was saying say you should go young rural areas no there's a lot of development to be done and I'm say ka say twan aban ne dia emfa nti o see no so hu ne say won so ye leader nti won so then na obetimi that to kwam and so far as a problem no if you say you are intelligent and Mr. Obi ade ba kwa masen hu ne say you see a school on na also we school o kwayo masters ni we nyina na say accommodate wa na say de kire wo na sebi ensem hu because Paul, I am me dream was usi wa ko school na fe de wa ba usi obi an fa wa dwuma mu nti unya hwenye like I am nanse am sanjo was and then no mo kire o man kire o hwe because the omo de bi wa dream no and me an click bibia wo environment mu say okay ade am misua we dey okay we na me dey koye ebi wo kwaya so tu kwan ansa course be a finance forensic science so almost funny power use CSA almost funny power use CSA but almost see who adwuma so what are you telling the kids a bit your school
the one what
oh the come on it was a class nipa be a class be nipa be or the 500 cra level 100 level 200 level 400 nipa 500 or move graduate or move bet na fie it's not what I'm so course no some make say course we there we are so Spain we say engineer I say and they libres labels and say queen. Misan who say Uba is school no crime to being Uba is school no currently. Make me say 60% of the courses are ACCiano and whom here. Sanka it me share school no but the aqua say complexity na kwa say Dr. Biako bo then in psychology. Into no catch and send the course no moon here no which ma.
Emfa.
Only investment will be until automatically also one quarter. So, I think that the other one to our person maker. Debian maker say, so we school. Na say also show nyansa sama fasa nyansa sama no ko fie anaso ko fie scanning e dey show e bia adwuma na parents dey ya am dey show na witimi dey wie school no so wentimi am fan ko multiply sa nyansa sama e show school wentimi am ko multiply on business na say yan show hwe enti some person make us until talking about religion person make I kakra e fa ho religion my own mean thinking critically. So I mean, when I catch you say what kasa nipa. No, I just to man I say some of I come last 2 points in chapter. But
last one.
Mr. Obin, person me make a suggestion there. Who our network in have a problem, and there is a product called Starlink. No, you can do more research about that. And no, it doesn't rely on MTN, Vodafone, or anything like that. And it can give you great, and I'm using as a great internet service.
What's your friend saying?
Starlink. No max.
Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't rely on any MTN. It just I say cool. Yeah, unya the trade internet. And say we can talk. Now I do that service as well. So we answer how internet and
you do that service, so you can.
Yeah.
So you can come and install it, all right?
Yes.
Now what you say?
Okay, Mr. Bean, you two types say or mini and your standard based on how you want to use it, Then we go mini near 4,500 and standard near 8,000.
Okay, to 4,500 no I better take how long?
Okay, so 4,500 no to I don't know you being installing every month you have to pay 500 cedi for unlimited data.
Access.
So I don't know say I don't know say who streaming 1 terabyte a Ukraine still now it's unlimited monthly. So it's a monthly subscription. Yeah. And that one is reliable in so talk to me. Yeah. And I'm Mr. Bean I never can person can say lastly me start to say me anytime you talk about empire, right? African empire and so I was doing research on all these empires and I compiled like I was doing research on the empires. Then I was looking at some of the inventions Omumeki, right? The Egyptian empire, the Kush, the Dahomey, the Mali, the Ghana empire. So after getting them, I'm compiling them their ebook and I'm there to Amazon.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Amazon.
Send me the link so that we can share it.
Okay. The link in the lesson here. So the title
and put your number there. Make sure so be installation be.
Okay. So my number is 0550 39 36 65. 0550 39 36 65. Okay. The book need in the yeah.
Go ahead.
Need in the greatest African kingdom and their invention. exploring African
Wow.
rich history, a legacy of power, innovation, and unity.
Wow. Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
You inspired.
Put the link here. Put the link here, Yavi.
Okay. Me debate. Yeah.
And yeah, because I was telling why.
But you, that's it. Thank you very
All
much
right.
for the opportunity.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Okay, Akasa. Marante no ma inyi ma influencer. Oh yeah, that.
I'm so being. Can you say I'm feminine? Na my that's it. But the nano what frame me and come mint it to them down.
Go home. Okay, Akasa.
Why did you pick this topic today? It's huge. There's a like I don't know. It's so it's something else, man. Today is on another level. This topic is so huge, so huge. Assembly awo kan no. A sunny margin. Like as I cast no, I can feel some margin sunny. I might be a dear to is sunny. You said the slave does not think about dominating. You know why that's so profound? Because for majority of us, no, ya juni crown koho say it was a dominating, Mr. Obin. And so nka mu a eno ne brother normal human being naturally
So
would
dominating.
want to dominate. And I'm a boy, Mr. Obin.
Yes.
Naturally, no.
Yeah.
So yes, ubo brady. Ubo ko wanim. Ye mo nyina mfimfini. But here we are, generations of us, Mr. Obin, millions and millions of us. We never think about dominating. It is that's why ye business back mienu bi ane yaka ho. Want to simple patches saying I say me okay. Why? Like the normal person shouldn't think like that. The normal life, no, that's a ubo brano. You person you just empower whatever. So you prickle when you like all the time you are wanting to expand. That is natural. But yeah, be before Mr. Obin. Oh, and now come asem. Every day. Oh, my mania but me so even more. You know, the baby will be my career, like because of so you soon into know. Oh, fight to be a manager, fight to be, but in your one day you sue.
Yeah.
Fighting out, what be this position in your is within the company. And like you are never, we are just, I didn't know, ready. You just, my goodness. Man, Mr. B, you are freeing so many minds. You have no idea. I know you know, but you need, I just need to say it for you to hear it. You are freeing so many minds. Now we are free to go out there and dominate. Say, me so bibini, me talk sadio. It's like me quiet, me kai me. Say me so me bury ase.
Yeah.
Me metne wi ase wu nkokwa. And ye will me then. I'm here to dominate. I'm here to leave a mark. All those people are doing it, and you compared it. Where you made it so clear was when you compared it to our honor. Non-Africans no more ya no more ko no more shame kwa no more ko pam no more no more ba no more no. When you compared us with them, it became so obvious that they are free to dominate, but for some reason we are stagnant. Omo bakra na yen ya kroma for no. Ni edi omachi. No mo say boy e wo yen aye krom.
Yeah.
Man, Mr. Obey, we need medicine for this our brain, and you are the medicine. Like you are you tip you para only para now would the boy tip because it is so profound. Like an it's like I'm being fed. Like I said, Giannia, obi to take when you were teaching. Do you know I watched you and Mr. Kessie, and was it Kessie, your friend? Kusiana.
Yeah, Kusi.
The
Yeah.
one from the States that relocated.
Yes. Kusi. Kisi.
Kisi, yes.
Yes.
Remember when he said he works for a company in Texas, and the shift for him came when he saw their books, and about 60% or so of their revenues were coming from Ghana and Nigeria.
Yeah.
So here is a company in Texas. Yen nyina yesi ye ko abrochi akope yedi. Ne kwa ye sa company me boa. Meanwhile, that company also is making his money from the place you are running
From here. That's right.
From here.
Yeah.
That I think it blew his mind when he was talking about it. It blew his mind. And I will throw these statistics out there, and I think a lot of people may or may not know. I don't know. You know, Mr. Obing, the biggest economy in Africa is not South Africa. It's not Egypt. It's not Mauritania and Algeria. The biggest economy in Africa is Nigeria.
It's Nigeria.
You know what that means is where there is the most money in Africa, Nigeria. What that also means is where there is the most economic production is Nigeria, because you are not making money if you're not producing. So like, but why not make up a Nigerian visa? Yeah, you go South Africa, you go Morocco, you go Egypt, and Sakran Sana ya dream, baby scan one. Nigeria has more money than South Africa. Okay, West Africa, you have visa, but you go me so you go South Africa and Sakran Sana Nigeria. And so there's more money in Nigeria than South Africa, than Morocco, than Egypt. Man, I thank you so much, Mr. Obing. My life is going to be changed from today on. Like, I know you've impacted my life so much, but you've done even more sun imagining. Michelle, thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. Okay. Asamaba. Joshua, Kasa, if you are about Dante, so Professor, now can come, Mr. Money. Okay. So Joshua, go ahead, please. We can't hear you.
Good evening, Legend.
All right. Yes, sir, boss.
And then the topic in India, very serious. What say? We Africans we 100. Emu mienu pe. And our mind in a positive. In fact, nyama trying we share ni na no. Ebuya bim. Ebuya bim. Ebreyasi. Oh, now we say the only way we can break that negativity is to study our history. That's the only way out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't a program. I had your matanasi ashishe. Matanasi ashishe. I didn't say this what we have to do to control these people. And the one tier the say I idea and no mashisha. There's no way you can solve that problem. No, until everywhere the school system, no, it's there. It's in the church, it's in the mosques. Just say everywhere you go. We study African history now. When you go out, you will see things different. Oh, won't say we are seeing Sama. That's what the history does. We shall say we shall come back 10,000 years ago. now we do slavery and colonization. Because if you know, upia bontia, you see, once Africa, no, I different from what people are saying. Me uncle kika say hanomo ohia wa ha. Ubon say the omo kani now is different from what you now know, information awanya is here. Then wherever you go, you will see opportunities. No, into book no research, no.
Yes, sir.
Don't say African vaccine.
Joshua.
The entire vaccine is chapter 10 of research, you know, which was if the root is weak, the tree is weak.
Whoa.
There's a root in a history, no. In the Africans, say history, no. In the DNA of fire history, no, say weaker. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are, you'll be weak. You'll be weak. Into our level of history, no, it's too low. A low cry. Into your weakness in your more. Weakness here more. Into this condition, you know, there's a ubia. In fact, I say, obu onomokra Ghana not no yirano. And yes, idea onini obedi and onini obeshe. It's just of a so free and no tono. Sana do draw na ye. Because obi onomo oni dying or ne car or demu or juma bi o ye onye nisika. But still of a so free. Oh, into I don't know to say something is wrong. Something is wrong. In the schools, I would say African history, no. That's the only way. That's the only way to change everything. Well, the about religion, and some media be because idea somebody are see more from every day and they are showing more. You need something strong. When you have information, a module, and yes, it's very difficult to break.
Wow.
A ban religion is very serious. And acquire DBA, when you touch it, your own people will begin to hate you. Oh, because you're ban Africa anymore. It's like we don't even know ourselves. We've lost everything, our identity, our dignity, everything. Oh, and then you are now only Christianity or Islam. And this only that Christianity and not Islam. I say, oh no, you are not part. So it's a say oko kwaye mu a emu a wo kwaye mu nyinaa no obia different obia wɔ ne power obia wɔ ne knowledge ne skills ɛne na ma emu ne na even though they are different ebi so ebi eketwa but they all have their power, their own strength. They are able to dominate wherever they are and they are unique. They are very aware as here. Yeah, Africans, we've lost that power because we are trying to be like others.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you per se the Arabians, but we are not Arabs.
Mm-hmm.
Into who nipa na or kasati say or Arab. Ni din say or Arab. The subai or dan di say Arab, but within that person on Arab. Into who say nipa na kasa yera. Oh, the ban Christianity side, so it's the same thing. But when you begin to say these things, once an uncle quite behind your baby, if you be say, "I don't know, Bible no can own kind," but until you begin to learn beyond that, beyond the Bible and everything, the Quran, everything, because before even the Hebrew scribe bar, Judaism, the Africans were there.
Yeah.
They were in existence years. And this so we have to go back.
Yeah.
You have to go back. Oh, because a lot is happening. You're doing and solution is so all the solution is bad. People will attack you. Your own people will attack you because that's how the mind have been conditioned. Oh, so be a upia bontia. Ubeti every day. Ubeti say nkofoka Ghana die enye Ghana die obeya je say otukwan. Me say ya catch me say ya na tukwan wa de otina no ma onye nyama oya ha de abrochire na otina oya sa de na abadi sa wa. Oh, it's adwene to say everywhere. It's a any na kwa. These people will take advantage of us. Omo so na eba ha. Ebe ye wa.
Yes.
And so ye na ye tia no so ye hu no say ye ntimi ye anti this say ekọ. This is another form of colonization. It's another form of colonization. We have to break that chain.
Sure.
It's a chain, a chain bia. And we need a strong information to break that chain. Very strong.
That's right.
You need to be born again. Another, because I know what I'm talking about. It's very difficult. It's very hard. Even when we put obi to accept the truth is very difficult. It's very difficult. Do not name no but for them to accept it, say, I do no to accept it. No, na heading. I had them into the condition of the mind. I saw them crying uncle for a deep for shame come say uncle for benye visa no more to quite. So the teachers, hanomono, instead of ni uncle for a better about 3 years. Ya kyerɛkyerɛ for ne ɔmo ɔmo tuafo ne na akɔyɛ edifoɔ atɔfoɔ ebi akɔnfoɔ malam. Those are the people adwene na akɔ akɔsi ɔmo so sɛ tu ne adi a ɔmo nkyɛn ne ɛkɔ. And saa nkorɔfo no so no their sense of African history no dodoɔ na ɛyɛ weak. Ebi kra they don't even know. Nti obi bia the African history no ɛwɔ fam no that person want to mean changing for life, especially Africans. Want to mean changing because what the Africans need is their history, and then they set you free. There's this verse in the Bible, like I said, can the Ethiopian change his skin? Jeremiah 23 verse 13 or 13:23. Also, can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard change his spot? And that's the day that the Ethiopian will change his skin, there will be problem. The day that the black man, it's not talking about the skin, but the culture, the traditions, the environment now, beginning one. The day I'll be changing the environment, I'll be changing the culture, I'll be changing the tradition, there will be problem. Because the leopard has his own environment or his own culture or dominating. That makes him a leopard. If the leopard never changing his skin, that means jungle no be respecting it. The two me be feeling sir. A needy one be feeling sir. And that's what is happening to Africans. That's what is happening to Africans. It's better was it book no research in there. A call up to all Africa. When you Ghana book, we are worldwide book. The book is very special to the extent that we are a man who should share more. we share more. Then you start to find other African writers, African teachers, or throw books. You start to search for them. That's what the book research will do, or that's what it's doing. Into guys, African vaccine. Onya okay repair negativity be a virus be anti-member.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's the best year. That was it.
Yes, sir, that's it.
Watching ya dream see nyama bebre so.
Yes, sir.
The best now for so aba.
All right. Yes, sir. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Professor Dante Kasa. Professor Dante. Dante Kasa.
Better was.
Yes, I was. Me too, Kakra. And I said,
Oh, no, me too.
oh, sorry. Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead, boss. Yes, sir. We are here.
Yeah, better was in a topic conditioning. Being conditioned, those who are there not to come, and those of us here to go and join them. But the conditioning is very deep. Recently, we had a teacher, SHS. They are going through some reform, curriculum reform, and the people now free headquarters about a visit to our school, and these are the authorities in charge of making sure that your curriculum now we adapt a new approach. But the authorities, the Ministry of Education, we are talking about the NACA, the NTC, and the GES, and all those who matter as far as education concerned. I'm trying to explain the conditioning. Can you believe, you know, one of their pride they talk about, one of their leaders to lead the discussion was say, they say new curriculum no, I'm teachers be 16,000 was signing like amomo omoko trade o UK. How good I'm a UK cry so they say omo change your law, the law be says they say teacher for bad, they should accept them wholly because we are doing a so-called standard note. So there, I mean, it's so sad. But said they all kind of many people who are not well educated, especially African nations, no. It's always these days. But me tell mommy who says it's a waste of time, whether it is online or offline. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Can you imagine, say, who training people, you are priding yourself of your people leaving to go to UK and any pride. And that is why we need to have new changes. And into the have new changes so that we can be, as you said, their labor. We can still not we can still continue the slave trade, but this is a slave trade.
Yeah.
Slave trade na plantation na no echo. But this time around, you are paying so high to be a slave. This time they are not bringing the you have to. Wow, do you see? Now they are a slave, and that is very sad. But the people are oblivion. But some of them who have PhDs, ladies say, woman bleach your skin, and a whole lot of things. Because these people are minded. They don't. They say, it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. But until we share this type of conditioner, but as teachers, if you are conditioning, classical conditioning, but you use rats, but it's really not about rats. It's about human beings. Says, condition people in a certain state or in a certain condition, you can have predictable outcome or predictable results. That's what we have gone through. They are aware of your behavior, but so not feeling from so Ghana, where Nigeria, but they know you. Said these people, program. They behave according to they are sure of it. And the whole feeling but They are aware because anybody who have been to so a lawyer or a teacher or a so-called professionals, Libya, they know you use their English. You were trained with their English language.
Yes, with their
You were
context.
trained.
Yes.
Anybody who has higher education, anybody who you have a program be now what go through until we know your outcome. They know you.
Hey, bravo.
No, they it's sad. But it's sad. Sir, obiti baby, oh now and your future generation, the outcome not to be matched. You are not going to be matched. Just average. Just being our slave, being working in the plantation. You are concerned about developing somebody's country more than your own. Should this be the content of the curriculum? Should you be even why should you as a nation? Oh, yeah, you are designing a system so that the people can go and work somewhere. Then why are you being paid? But you know what? The financier is their people. Almost a MasterCard and a financing way, so if he's financing it, finance it. I was avoid your platform. I think Mr. Obin, let us be wealthy. Education come to take control of it. Then maybe those of you who can politics, get there and now yenya mind that it's country only last time only DJ Nyamene. Anything that is not self-initiated, it will not be self-sustaining. Yeah, sustaining. It's not sustainable. And I was like, let us be a wolf near my watch, so that our education, a greater part, I am a condition you go through. Say, SHS. SHS, we are happy, free SHS, but we are going to the same colonial, the same mindset. You groom here for just somebody's world. It's so sad. It's so sad. You know why it's so sad?
Very sad.
I've been reading the article. There is something Mr. Lessons. Those of us who have been reading, I've been reading the article. And one of the things they talk about, they talk about growth strategy and ambitious plans. Why that? But the king can who say, what policy say, person grow, who was a cow, person add him on, who person grow wealth, who person grow income sources. I say, ambitious plan. Who crack out that from? No. But even we are allowing them to have those things, and they will come here. To be honest, slave trade on Bahano, it was a question of ambition. They have never been here. They were ambitious. They want to grow. They want to become better. Into my young couple, baby, young take people slaves, gold. But we don't have. Say Tewa. In fact, say any ambitious plans. Say any ambitious plans. Any growth strategy. Say more. You say dominate. You say yes. There's nowhere you are going. You can't do much in life. But the reason is that there are challenges, and these challenges be a war life, whether challenges, whether unforeseen, natural, or whether even all these contingencies, require financial resources to solve it. And those things are part and parcel of life. It is the world, one person grown income, these things come out, you'll be in trouble. And they also change as an individual level. So you cannot stay saying yes, and even your population will grow. Why do we want to stay the same thing? Yeah, it's okay, man. It means see me down, see me fear, that is it. No, that should not be. Yes, the challenges I go through. You are no longer at a place where you used to be, and that calls for ambitious. Now we grow, we income, no other development. You grow your wealth. In the moment you're taking it so that but so by ambition, there is no way you can make much. But these are in the article. But I've been reading some of the article. But when you're daring, when you're courageous, I won't even go much in life. But you will not be successful. na ti say nneema bi a wokeka ho asem they are well. They are aware say obi a won't mean save bia this life you can't do much. In fact, won't mean succeed if all your income you spend it consistently, you have nothing left, you can go mad. But guess what policy government? Even here they cry there, you save be a short for deficit. They say could borrow on top. They know say abla but won't mean fan ko bia. Every day they will control you. They are fully aware of that. They are fully aware say bra revenue now you don't have any saving, whether natural resources, revenue, whatever. Borrow on top of it, you are not going anywhere. They are fully aware. But that is the advice they are giving us, and we are following it. Therefore, it's sad. But now there's a newspaper article on Malcolm in the 80s, I think 90 articles, maybe. I think it's 90 somewhere. When I read it, I was so shocked. When you say almost store the ASEPA, it was in 1989. Did they have been here more than 40 something years? And I was saying, they were not the one trading. They came and they imported and they were giving it to stores. And then the little store said, no, my NINC store and that's where they started from. And look, I say 1989. They have been through most of our government. They have been through it. Today, they have one of their shop. My friends are Muslim. They have some of their shrines even in every community. When I see it, I become so. When I see it, I become so sad. Look at it. Every major community who say resources were in fact almost a big story building with a big place parking. It means that they are going to be here for more than 100 years. More than 100 years they are going to dominate our market. But where are our Ghanaian people? We are happy in a small shop somewhere. And in 58, no more basic big place where so-called middle class we call no more shopping no money. Why not us? But we understand why not us. Because somebody has taught us we should be content to say, yeah, they ever heaven. That is what we have been taught. We are content. Yeah, how can Obina or the Bible, if he was content, would he have come here even bring you Bible to control you? Would they have come to take you as slaves? Who take a slave? Every company, your biggest expense is payroll and compensation. And when you be an slave, you develop. No, dear, one year. But yet they were better say, you're satisfied. You're satisfied in our poverty. How can that be? I mean, I may abandon resources. No, be actually say, yeah, you need to cry, you're happy with it. And that is why in the education, a condition as I am baby. Then go for so they are say, oh, all right, be happy, class. Will be slave, baby. Now, this place is just a passing place. Oh, I mean, it's so sad. It's so sad. Before you take it everywhere, they are dominating our communities. They are dominating community with churches. We are happy with. It's so sad. But the same time we are there praying about jobs. At the same time we are. Oh, let me say sometimes I go to church. I make a prayer topic. No, people demands na mostly it's economics. In fact, a point I know who say among for how one is all economics. It's not anything. In fact, who was the car? How about how they will never come again to pray. But the same it is this business, it is what you are teaching. Say go for ambitious. That is what make us. So and but we say and we are so happy and we are eager to do anything. In the Abuzafo, I think that now a lot of us are waking and conscious. We will do the part that we have to play. That was the topic say, but who say
Yes, say you grow, you ambitious, you dominate. We should not be happy, say we cleaner somewhere else. We should not be happy. Even it should be shameful. Say we'll be training people, will be to go and become somebody's slaves or laborers somewhere in a plantation, them one where, and they will give some kind of when your country is full of wealth, is full of nyama, aboy and call for the yakoye. The moment you know, fire adwin to na say say na ye ma me two of the yes of my minimum kind, let us be critical people. My question things. Let's question our religious belief. Let's question never be if you are to question these days critical thinking. And critical thinking is about question, it's about analysis, but we no analysis thinking any. Nti abusa for da bu nyina ase. This platform offers the opportunity say bit my trans reflect, think bigger than just heaven. We should think more than heaven. Life is bigger than heaven. Nobody has been there. There's no evidence. And those things and other will be could be no how do I verify that? Say critical. How do I even but let's accept it as it is. But it doesn't prevent that. You should think more than that. Life is bigger than those things.
Wow, Prof, thank you so much. That's a tough analysis. Zamani Gaza, if you are okay, yeah, but
Yes, the boss.
yes, sir.
But the chair,
Over here, also.
the chair, madam. So, you bought such a crack. You bought such a crack. So, yes, today, we got a sure, as a sure crack. You keep your busy crack, but one, but that's it. So, and I thought they can on your brain, and I was to find a show. And the Jima with the piano, let me show you that. Now, topic I can watch me, and I can will lynch let a be answer. Now, a bit yeah, what kind of action my dream back to pa because 3 days penny and me know for me black Americans almost debate you or say every maybe are we slaves right now? Are we working as slaves? Obi say I slaves. No about food can be tiomo. Obi say that we are not slaves. Obi say slaves. And to me, say, what do I think about it? Say, maybe I think say what we are doing right now, no. Every labor, you see labor, every labor job will be it's slavery. Because one, obi no control finances, obi no control time, or say Bejuma say, phone say, break say. It's a form of slavery. But just say, and to say, Canadian, I'm with the day, I'm to say by force, I'm with the day, I'm with the environment. And about say, but this time, no, say you were friends saying, opportunity, like I said, with the Yamayahuana. I'm saying, yeah, it's there. But until say, one gets away with the Yamahono, one gets own control of finances, own control time, own control, be the you are slave.
Oh.
And see, I want to be them say, have I heard about with the lynch letter? Have I read that? I read it next day. Or I say, go and read it. It's okay. Because last time, 3 days, Thursday, say argument here, discussion record. It's okay, and I'm saying, no, any guy, we're not kind of, the best time I could read it. Because boss are starting to read it. There's something in there that, I need to know. Wow. So that means, no, the Benano, in Yuma, any idea, we just say, it's normal, young person, say, be a pejuma, but it's a modern slavery. Because that's the system they have put in place to control people. especially Mr. America say, then tina so uye juma. Okay. In a percent, the Zika Semi Ede, Ekuyi. American government make a say, if they are 100,000 Munkwa, or back was a scanner wire a dose, the Unkwa would be into the estate would be ma ubi. So the government will take more taxes from you because of the Unkwa and the wire is scanner. Well, so a dear way across the say a system, they want to keep you slave and poor. So why did they have to do that?
That's right.
Well, yeah, it's a system that they put in place to keep you as a slave. And in America, how do say, Obi Hadma, so why you 1 day, 2 days crown poor. The next mill crown poor, and I say the next bill, what you
Wow.
it's a system. Because they want to keep you working. Boss, they want to keep you working. It's a system. They want to keep you working. Oh, it is everyone released letter. I think I have to find time and read it. Well, boss, what's that kind of? I have to find
Yes.
time and read it. And I think, sir, Obia got class to be reading. Because we not got to can't say me reading that. Me find a try. You guys said they've been reading it. But boss, the way a boss, it remind me a little bit just about it. Later there, there's something in there that we need to know as people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
from one abroad, the is a system that they have planned. They have put it on the paper. They have planned it. It's a system. It's a strategy to control people. And this is one who said, you know, now they say, oh no, work about PhD, work away a professor, we are engineer, we are say, as long as we are Jumamo, they control you. You're a slave because a Jumana Yodia.
Mm-hmm.
Obi Jumana Oya, I'm not sure time about Juma, come upon. We see some crap on control because I'm not going to say between 1,000 and 2,000. But until say one can say baby, be a man, that's where your freedom counts.
That's right.
And you know, their boss, the be boss, your chair and say, Yaya Bibi Maya who, Yaya Bibi Maya who, Yaya Bibi Maya who, that's how you control your finances. The only way you can control your finances is whereby you have a business, you have a system, you have something that is bringing you money. I don't know about Sanwa, because people need all to be control. Because what can I away there who control finances?
Yeah.
And the boss, yeah, that was it. And it was about say we link let it. Malco Pebi Akai. Malco Pebi Akai pa much the room. Much because they want to keep us slaves. They want to keep us slaves. They want to continue keeping us slaves. And it's true, we are slaves today. Because America for that discuss. They were smart people. They knew say no, something's not right. This thing that we are going through, something is not right. Oh, Nipa be a class I'm a pobi. Nipa be a class I'm a pobi that too. So this is how we're going to control these people.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, Mr. Wanino. Kwasi can come kasa.
Hey, legend.
Yes, sir, boss.
Doctor.
Hey, that it there.
Doctor. Okay, yeah, sharp one. And then my name is Nidia. We are near the back of them. Let me say, also the about be sealing and then Casafa religion and culture. And then I think, and then am I a more even deeper insight of this. So legend. Say na me analyze it in a video and say, Obi your bar. If you say a man is not your kind, then common sense should also tell you that his money shouldn't be your kind. If you say a man is not your kind, then his money shouldn't be your kind. So if I'm not your kind, your religion, your everything shouldn't be my kind. It's as simple as that. And somebody here you say, don't try and impose it on me. And you know, can be na the condition legend. If he say me but if he say me call Sunday school, learn all those things, no. Everything that we were taught, you know, look it me. and intina edi no kra no tembia me full name ye boa kwesi kankam obo odi obi say abroad din saying but me English obi busa say o Christian name saying but no obi din ana ye de ama. So where in the holy books ana me hu ebia me na na ya otabidin me na na kwame egwadin. And as a matter of fact, all the angels are you who the holy books no anye angel Gabriel, angel Michael, all of them have Western, but common sense should also tell you that unanan mo munsu ewu no unana ya otabi unanan to we chalemono almost they are angels from the context of your culture. They are your angels. And you say if you cut them off, if you look down on them, say a condition say, oh, you say na binya down kwana ema unhu na nanu de ne se no ne sebi then automatically you become irrelevant because every fruit diano and I said dia ba bia na wo roots utwa root ni firi a dia ba na eduane ntimi nso aba sana yen and this kind of conditioning legend, it has led to something that we call economic boycott. Kasa man yempe say yemfa ne say bia ya saw African spirituality mu and I say African culture and ya saw the productive part of it mu na ebia say bia ba say edigu ya say small kaya share into my friend say ni na ya progressionalism na ye ton says can nya okrum hanum say nya Ghana na. But look at it from this standpoint. A condition say, Holy Land be. And I would say it, Holy Land, either so call Saudi, or call Mecca, and I say, oh, call Israel, and I say, legend, who could do or not? You have to spend money in their currency, so you have to change it. Obeton Obeda Hotel, Obedidi, meaning that economic profits, and I say process, it stays in their country. And if the creator, and I said, the God that they are giving to you, they believe that he's omnipresent. I didn't know some back a pilgrimage in Africa, because say I just not to na modern church. Why should we always come to side of no? But Oko Kasa Simisia, Unio Bibenya Asem.
And I say, Ekosa Zoo grab a toy. It could be because
if you cover a boba or legend, if you cover boba.
I don't
but the truth is simple that most African countries are conditioned and they practice the religion of their colonial masters. And over Ghana and also over Africa at large, I think China for colonizing. By now we'll be singing Chinese hymns. In Kaebia make us a medindi question can Kaebia come the Charles Jinping can come. And that is the conditioning. That is the conditioning. But only microphobia issues is here. And then this has actually made me realize I have to start asking questions. And in fact, I've started asking the questions. I know people will say, hey, you say we're free soon, they'll be mean free, but my dream about me also was me legend. But you want me to be proud to say that God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of this, God of David. But then when are they also going to say from their side that God of Yaltebi? When are they going to say that God of Kwame Kwatin and I said God of Sedinam? So if their God or if the creator cannot accept me from the context of my culture, then their teachings rather limit who the creator is. But creator need you limitless. And then let's challenge things that are not productive. Because at the end of my Dosa legend, and then it has make us also lazy. Me say, I'm writing complex code. Sometimes I'll sit down for hours, study multiple systems, try to build relationship and put just even one line of data because the thing is not really robust for you to pull it at a go. Let's build data product. Now it's a they want to put in the docket, and then that will become something for the company. They will use it. me my meet me use no. Even though yes, you are paying me though, but me sure I drain na me dream any near man na me this year ni na. Sen kami o mi chrome pan kami so aka mi chrome e de dem. E de bibi.
That's right.
That is one thing me ya. One time one boss was asking me, "Oh, you are still here." Now me say I have to complete one or two things be. Timothy one and me two me machine na legend me coffee because I realized that they are getting the best of our minds. Number one. Number two, okoka bibi sisia kima baby a sorry. So baby and sometimes your own friends and family members they will tell you that this and that, this and that. But the creator has given us everything. My challenge is that adentina because as soon as you know African every baby na buy African spirituality there atunchen adentina semini egunsa na semina na egunsa say asase ya emergency and no what does it make it sinful you change my identity because at the end of the day in legend what happens is that most people who are practicing religion at the end of the day they live their lives trying to look like them, but then the truth is they don't even want you, they don't like you. So why should we embrace their religion? Number one, why should we embrace everything about them? Say be fine, but then if it becomes a superimposition of my culture now, I have a problem. Legend had that. And maybe me call sorry be home you say and don't wife or because I put on suit and tie. But constantly not me tie shit African way. Let me catch you back when I say me African way and me poo. African way and me them me permanent because it makes me feel proud and your palm and me mon in your ska. Or say, I had the and I have no crime and I feel crying. Name way ya ultimate African way because I had the same cast tie in so you mean that the creator cannot accept me if I wear African wear, but I have to put on tie? You should understand the fact that when they brought the religion, that was their culture. That is how they dress. They wear tie, they put on suit. That is their culture. Or confusion, but that was their culture. It doesn't mean that they were sinners, but you've been conditioned to eradicate your own indigenous culture. Then you put on the culture of others. So you always live in the shadow of them. You will live in the shadow of them. You didn't know a pastor, no legend. I'm telling them they don't know. And I'll end by saying again that if China had colonized Africa or Ghana in particular, by now we will be singing Ghanaian. So it should tell you that religion or corporate religion has a lot of questions to answer. I rather embrace spirituality, which makes me understand. Say, body being a bomb, and see, at the case here, body, me here say, me dem who be assume be answer and I'll feel belong. If that is the case, then I've lost the battle. And the moment I lost the battle, which the mind is the battlefield, be bien to a certain degree, but that money will not be transformative enough for even the 10th generation. The legend, yeah, that was any message, it's very powerful. And thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Can come. I don't know. All right. So Yawakasa. Yawa.
Pacha, good evening.
Good evening, Yawa.
Pacha, good evening.
Good evening, sister.
Good evening. Me da say. O video ya bo me ma nka sesi ankam ne na baby cry.
Hey.
Say o ka before me share like video no na me year process for Canada visa.
Okay.
I'm a file who cry for G loan. But me see a video first video or interview with Peace FM. Me kai sa video no. Let me see a video now and I'm say wow. But like process na me here no cry na I say me bisa questions say na baby ami ko minimum obia oho. Na there's so many blessing me because minimum be ma like musu nimo bi sabe like when enti kobi and na because who catch one or two family members say, oh, this is the plan. Oh, Biabeka say good, good. And so that was the encouragement. But here video nana, me be signing a kind of contract. The me see a video naka 3 days. It is a contract, you know, man sign it bill. Even though na sa time no, my boss me see no message na my I think that's the best. Until that day. And about me who say, wow, I now understand how a friend is saying, Tama, a Gaddafi ni microphone kuno. Because no see oh like black for asylum was saying from different countries. No see oh, I was born in Libya and I will die in Libya. To that then I see a message na me say wow. Not like Sadia no bam say I'm a Ghanaian, I'm a proud Ghanaian. And I was born in Ghana and I will die in Ghana. Even say, see, I know Moka say Ghana be share. Me nko baby met
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And see, with teachings now, Mama see like I'm free, I'm fearless, I'm happy, and I believe in myself.
That's right.
And day out. As I go out, I see opportunities everywhere, every day. And as I say, me already no na nyama baako no like Adiama who say who videos no most of us who chance it on social media no already yes. Should be like looking for something. It's video now like then it's like oh that's it, that's what we're looking for. It's I might say I mean like me like nyama me share me duane. To say example, me for say perfume rice. Me the last time me did it. Me last time me did local rice na me did. Market day no makwa koto na ma be use. Sa no ana me did. Me to make an this local rice aden na ni boy din na me say o me fa ho. Se me yes ka be to e no dia. Better thing perfume rice I mean ni baby
Okay.
free.
Okay.
Because me matna pram warehouse be a mono bar. No more spray. No more different like brand bags. No more shisha. I'm join news cry like a documentary on that. Since then, that was 20 around 2016, 2017. Now I'm say oh David. And the perfume rice is there. And when a brand and again me use it me to be. Say my occasion na be but me fear there perfume rice me use perfume rice.
Wow.
Because me need a source. Me make no more documentary. Me see na a big cry expire. No more ba no more hwie no more ahyehyɛ no foforo. Nti adeɛ baako no.
Yeah.
And I let us review. Because of belief that I have about Ghana. No. My dream is my first car, me to make a kantanka car. My first car. The car needs a meton neck. Night na say me stand for car.
Wow.
Because I'm not for say omo car sini enye na your friend is saying as a standard na de. Nti say you using sa na when they be use answer no one who say like omuka say practice make man perfect. Nti say your why no nti yen I mean use name complain say oh can na me use no problem ni say nti obi ama complain na oh yes I can next time so be improvement but they say obi am be so beto yen na complain say enye one e beto answer no no so ahu problem na so no yen mostly na be a problem do ho no ankasa wo hu but who Ghana for ni say you say be complain na no one who say like improvement our the obeyana cars na yebenya no said ye nyina ye hwehwe no.
Yeah.
And the next thing say me say even though I'm school but I'm school no ba nyama ba kumienu even though book no ba kumienu bi na me kyerɛkyerɛ mo and e bi o kan asɛm ho ade a efe oh when there is for God and now when there is for Satan ade a enye na maga say na God who God da aka say oh I'm school I'm say oh I say heaven there baby I like there are nice and beautiful things and like something that is black or like bad no for Satan na maka say oh they be yes na tie it is like in terms of nkwala na fam the midi chiro na me bon pa so mo nyini kakra book no say so mo to me kinkan a book na na mbe kan wo fie na mo ko school na na mo sua ho de no so.
That's right.
And a library maybe like book na no book na no mbe kan other African book na o maka kan because you see our opportunities na me hono me so a price a share butter and a has de bia share not a tree no de bia ye twa ye de ye chako you see a share butter market no grow and the rate at which trees no so ye twa no reduce it me bomb pa say like a car me say niama ye far me starting my own processing line na ma start planting of share tree no me who so obi aye bi that because as I see no da ho bibire obi enye sa no and then no crowd yes it will help and environment no na Ghana economical Ghana so benya baby na amanfo no so omo siti ho no benya mfrema pa ahome nti me da ase ne kire a o
wow
nyame shira
nyame shira yeah the na we network ni yo all right and be free me cry say many kosa nyagro shark Mr. Menu Gaza.
Good evening, boss.
Good evening, sir.
I'm about time now. Why are they? That's it. You know, one who play. I know, say it's easy. You know, that's a conditioning. Now, say a conditioning. It means that to have a significant influence on or determine, you know, and I bring something into a desired state for use.
Yeah.
So, and I'm excited another one. I say to train or influence a person or animal to do or expect something without thinking about it. And the condition was. I didn't grab a ground, you know. And almost classify only animal, you know, only okramai only abubi pepe. Sana omuhuye. In their mind, you know, they think that you were a lesser value than blue standard. Omu a higher superior beings than us. Into intimate think it to their level. Into no woman say, Oma condition, nobody near maybe I say, into Diana, you better fall into that state. So, and it be a learned expectation, and because so what I is that the Ghana to me call IMF 17 times. Yes, I quite. They know say it's a learned expectation, and definitely will come because we're conditioned and we do our two baby. And we say, yeah, they are baby. So I don't know. You don't know where they are with you. Habitual behaviors. is part of it. So now no, so offer the whole Ghana. How about sectors the whole Ghana? Any young business people also the businesses. Papa, what you call the beer will be ano of course our condition are a nedia. It is your piano. Now topic I want to buy is say don't stay in Ghana and don't go to Ghana. Of course, I'm wine that this shake to them. Because I know this like my catch was in the crew here. Yes, I catch us say Jack and this how. Only a GH. Now, in the crowd, I want to call her by I catch her say you call her a bayas and your mookan. So we are for having mind.
Yeah.
And I will be a sorry. So willing to be a way. So two messages in you would have sorry and I'll go heaven when you do when you country. Because they book back up natural.
Yeah.
Over basis now, you not sell book in this one. How do you expect say we go forward in life? Then you agree that go trimuno or the Maudi and the science. I mean, you say, I didn't cry. It tries so bit to make use what you need. And not necessarily clear time to say, you must have questions. You be agreeing. And yet say, if you give me an outcome, let me feel book 50-50. Now that time say MPPD. I say any about Quinipedi. We wind it. If you catch them say what's up for me, I say almost okay. What predict is still read the video. Come on.
Yes,
I can condition.
It's true.
So why now? Baby, on board the watch. Ukasa. Udidi. We be comfortable. I will be at to was it. Now so what do you mean? Me free, and I said what do you mean free? What do you mean? Why the condition looks a program being a working on the way.
That's right.
Boss, but what really, now say for the past, I think the 2-3 weeks, they go through and never be more, and they are very difficult. But your group will be a war platform is what. You know, to me, I hope we will release it. I shall be moving.
Okay.
And the encouragement, I mean, you're free. You might not see a big change, saying you'll be a canon. But some Juma. We have our issues because and my imagine decisions be another person we take care. We want to resilience, the dynamic, hey. Well, the old trend change the amount of predict you because yeah, partner between me let me tell you because never to say an accident, but you must not a deliberate. And I deal to a tune of almost 500,000 cities. But
wow,
but you give up. You give up. You know, my own say it comes with it. But later on, let me tell you, teaching is sleep, most of the time, no, the firm one, okay, I say we be seen, no, you ignore. Yeah, need to take again. They are now the theater, I say, we bet me a shit. We bet my yes, ya need in an ya 2 year dream, but one man Ghana land no more. And never be say a bar while we are obey shaky. So,
now what you solve kakra?
Yeah, solve it. I can't get to it. Yeah, solve it.
What me retrieve will be?
Many anti-tilly a tape on it.
Okay, but much more retrieve.
Yeah, try your best not to discourage people from going into business.
Yes.
But at the same time, no, it was a usia the upper in Abeba. There was also say there is a intimacy, but there was also tough.
No, but the person means that more retrieve will be, and I say or nimpano.
Also the because yeah funny so
okay.
Any near but it be no more officer. Engineer your mom who but ultimately Ghana because besides the issue free any the amount for any ban and kofua almost work fraying almost edgy and say refuge run very encouraging because almost my three figures near me be and you who said you over painting picture. And you know, who say a cat condition no because almost condition who I said I don't know who it's unheard of. What makes no up for so many years? To Abrabon Cosenia or say Unyano. I feel Kuruma. Now,
no, it's so. Ukromo de okay in fact.
And it's a Diana Okai, a United with the Ujawani attempt to the other book.
I want
to call a lady, no. The day is sitting on a dear no, then you 100 airpen a Juma. And then
wow.
And then sitting on a dear chain, I'm calling in a share no profile. I say, then again, I know you here. Then you 100 and a penny position.
Sure.
Obia kuna yengi no bia na some yenchi ni pano ko kunu agechi ni yenchi ni pano as many 100 airpen a Juma.
I pay a Juma so is on our spot.
And you know, you freegan about how was it Juma Hama? What dear bread? Yeah, train. Babo, yeah, but I had that. Well, every time be answering about if you are the and near my coso. Because on veil, the run and I take free so the only tricks in the Omo schemes the name of my in and then having question because I was often you went to me and Sammy or the DH and Busan said was not heavy honor. When I about the culture apart from Bible, it's me and the Gunam, the radio church.
Yes, Mama.
Oh, yeah, that's your idea, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay. So yeah, if you Marco Bismarck Fozu Kasa. Fozu Kasa. Okay. Fozu wontima say wontimenka Nana Abuaje. Nana Abuaje Kasa. Okay, and I said mother. Kosi Kasa.
Okay, Mr. Obin, Bidasi, near Queen. Yeah, an idea. What for me, psychology partner, dear Namono. Na, yes, make us say, any probably aka say, I say, any probably assassin, Ashada, Tanahonum, Aprani. Yes, a system of my creative, but me, Gidi say, your friend say, so won't go deep into psychology, I won't ask you because. Oftentimes, the name will have you a dream maybe I'm a boo of say why so much less idea we secondary school name your friend is a bachelor's degree level, but me did say at that level on your kasi because even the conditioning no crowd with the and if it is sound this so bizarre, and so I say it doesn't make sense. But a trainer who be in school now, be doing who be meeting problems. You know, when I realize say, any baby manipulate here. Na the work nyinaa no ni nipa mo yɛka I think say ni nyinaa no highest level of psychology no dark psychology. I'm trying to say yanom Western countries, you know, omo alphabet groups, you know, to say CIA ni adem eno no omo use e manipulate and control take people's resources. Because that psychology, you know, the major components your first indoctrination, you know. Indoctrination, you know, in the beginning of indoctrination, you do entrainment. Uma anybody feel say or you're part of a group or you're better than the others. And those who are not following the script, you know, they are condemned, they are bad, and all that. And yes, almost I'm will repeat mantras. Mantras, you know, and no be in the school system. The Africa is poor. The African government is corrupt. Africa is barbaric. You are repeating those mantras now over time, you know. It programs on your subconscious mind. Everything that you see about Africa, no, is bad. And then they make you see, they make you seem say, any partner will only entry anyone, and that's an organization and an institution that will entry anyone. Who say they are superior, and you want to be part of them. You want to be them. And everything you are following the same thing from education down to religion. We call religion pictures and you are following mantras. And you picture no, yes, you are in the white, and then you are more Mijian Kupo just two for any Australia as a buffalo. Name the bank to Jesus Christ here, where a radia or free some conclusion so they are very pure, you know. So you are seeing the image, you are repeating these mantras, so you see them as gods. We know higher level, lower level of education. You have to go through the highest level of education for them to preview to this knowledge, and you're mostly the psychotherapists, the psychiatrists, the psychotherapists. Most of them they review to this kind of knowledge. And you are big government positions, you know. Now say these countries are so democratic. They didn't know more classified documents. Me just say more classified documents in your review African here. Yeah. Because my indoctrination is so much so that you're aware. You just like it becomes subconscious programming. You act on it without even knowing. Say this is what you're doing. Unless it will be a way preview to that knowledge, you know. Emma will hint to say, Jack, you are behaving abnormally. But meanwhile, you in your mind, you are doing the right thing. You are trying to be white. You are trying to be like English. You are trying to be this. Yes. And one of some of the application of your friend is saying this dark psychology, you know. Your friend, to me at the end negotiation. And you say, "Oh, African," I say, no more companies, multinational companies, niba. Now you my 15%. Now we think so that's the best we've done. Indoctrination, do any dark psychology. You apply no one. We want to see. Into young crowd for no, you 15%. We know that we have negotiated the best because first and foremost, they will make you see. So without them, you cannot do anything. With yes, that is the indoctrination. They use it to manipulate people. If they want you to do their bidding, they look at your personality profile and they know how you behave. They know how you take, and they can use you against your own people. And yes, and all these tactics, you know, is being employed in our school. Is being in our churches. And growing up, you know, we grow up with a subconscious programming that we act automatically without being aware that we are fighting against our own self. And so when you're preview to this kind of when you're preview to this kind of knowledge, you're always going to blame the Africans. And young running some numbers. Yeah, the same programming, the African is poor, African is that. Over US, the average man or woman or the average your friend is a middle class income person or one prime age, they have at least 8,000 in credit card debts. They have on average 20,000 in student loan debt, mortgage of at least $150,000. Okay, car loan of an average 15,000. But you're entering here. I think it's Africa is poor, so we are repeating that mantra. But if you go to, I grew up in Ghana, I didn't grow up in the entire Africa, so Dimitri Kasama or Africa, make Timia Kasama Ghana. Oko Ghana, the average man in the prime age, they own the Quran, maybe about 5,000 Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, somebody will be only $200,000 in debt, so you're richer than one out to Ghana who only just 5,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, and that person will argue that the person in America is richer. But meanwhile, yes, you are in bondage. The number of years they think you are able to get all this debt, it's almost your lifetime. And see, I was saying I've been by a host who say yes, a program and these people they came to defeat us. And yes, they want to dominate us for time immemorial. And the program system after honum every time you realize why is the African every day we are suffering, but we have all the resources. Yes, in numbers. Even we could plantation, we say we could be about the crown. I think in numbers, we say would be about the in this. Assume you say Bruno, you can do a wholesale of 15,000. How many plants can you plant per acre? Which means 100 acres. Say, how many times now will be also nothing. But what you average, what the US, what the land, and there's a bit in your land, and the IS human. And what the Ghana, that's what you make key. Assuming, let's say, average person, low income, US, will be making, maybe, let's say, 25,000 a year. And what they mean in arbitrary rent. Also, remember, that's what you make that 25,000 a year. You are way ahead of everybody. And see, yes, we teaching now work and and net teaching, your friend is it goes deep into the psychology and that psychology now. See, my argument who say we have been defeated psychologically, and then you say, obi, I say no, I shisha to one, but can't unless you say you open up classify documents, and you how my structure and my say they take advantage of your resources. You can see you compete here, your land and so throughout the year, your friends say winter, everything dies here. So why I say because if you run the numbers, what we can do in Ghana, they are way ahead. It's really kakra make your friends say me born the tough now. Obi so anya kwan abasu.
That's it.
Mr. Medasi, Mr. Obi.
Sharp. Because you know. They say Freddy Casa.
Mr. Ben, good evening, Michobia.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, with the Mamma quick now. All right. With the FNS incident be happened here. This week, around as a topic here. Now the Obama dream say him say ABS say Obi Fiabruche no bagana. Na yenka so bia Obi Obama bia na Obi share Obabia. Regardless of Ghana no economic situation, it seems or no Ghana haruna it was so jaido yinana oko abroche kwatena ho. So me bisa almost say I didn't know how abroche no. Momu so be no bi wa ha o momu metra Ghana ha sei So yenye sa na misa before you make time to your daughter etunchen. Na mu nyina mu way economic situation before I be out the powerful obi make a decision, because at times what Ghana you will be surprised say you are better off financially than Onipakwa or what abrochero. But that is a bit put the bear into no. As a mechanic to Mukaka, the Asia, nobody said common. Now, sad because Osha, Onipakwa Ghana hand so being so born homodin. I even thought say it won't happen. Well, yes, yeah, would be shower, no bedroom come. Any even Papa cry, it can't break his heart, kakra, but bending. So, but not making a decision. We all just have to support and see where the chips will fall. Now, another topic, but around this, say, oh, yeah, there is this, you say, if you are Ghana, Hano, a Juma near, minimum that thing Ghana, a Juma near, name a Juma say, why you with Juma there, no place beats Kuma say. This week, we call a hotel. Apparently, it's the I'm personally Bomudin because almost is the largest hotel in I think West Africa or South Africa or something. Now the general manager no officer he has a year doing common here. And I was spray my shushan is ufena osisi name mkope spray for now only serious. Inti na madam so I say inti madam tell cast now when you have opportunity and to say some because to Germany Ghana has say now because imagine say we will come with a young person and as we will be you can easily walk into these companies and ask them say what are your problems, what problem be a meeting ya solve them, put a team together we have because so we have no headache for them artisans no so being say I will tell me so soon in hotel they can't get artisans to come and do work for them, maintenance near their day. So I said, like, okay, imagine we put a team together. And I say, almost to me, if I hit about 3 or 4 of these comparable hotels, you have a very thriving business. You don't need to go anywhere. You can stay here and be comfortable. And I tell you, so what people should understand is at some point in time, so you're adult, you have to make some painful decisions. It might cut people off, but you still have to make it. So, okay, so about Ghana, now, papa, now, my men will be for no casa. So, what? So, what's the big deal?
Okay.
Yeah, and yet, big deal be our bet now Ghana, no bush and focus on Mono Casa, what bet now we with my or Mono Casa, quite a 10 or 2,000 maybe my dad uncle be. Because I feel say, a year 4 years, so may South Africa, I think term you use was South Africa, they call it black tax. Now, black tax nature say, before no, your families tend to weigh heavily on us. You per se, your decision. We it was really become my warfare, really become my say socially. But I also feel say when you have to make some of these decisions now, Mr. Bain, at times so you just have to be that cutthroat say, oh papa no kasa so be it, oh my no kasa so be it. Name so it me better now be successful. Oh man beba. Because I feel people use that as an excuse. At some point in time, you have to make decisions for yourself. It might be selfish, but that will take you further than say, oh, they go for your excuse. Oh, me ma miss me by or me kasa be me pass me by me. Yes, so money are there. You know, making some of these decisions are eventually being proven right. So what I say, to Mr. Being and one made and this so yakasa chintino. Medamu na mas. And Mr. Manu BDS Biano. Mumpim Koso na said you was a chain for my mom. Never, I'll tell you that at times some of these things because that's the only way we can get our society to go forward. People should be held accountable for that. America say show up and just keep going. If people have to face the consequences, you will need no face the consequences, no. Because if you want more decision make and idea put to idea cautious situation. So what you are saying, the American no madam sin.
You're right. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Freddie, you're right. If Obi didn't any, you say the near feet, no bet you will see that Obet my picking up. And picking up, no, I don't know. Make sure so be punished. You'll be to my just no agent. And the other chair, the Oya Brosica. Oh, and yes, what we say, I guess they want to me as a fanjo. And you know, you're friend, especially the honor systematic or just a money. No. So, Miss Ampofo Kasa. Koku Ampofo. So, what to make Miss Ampofo, so what to make Kasa. So, what to make there? Kwame.
Mr. Ben, good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Mr. Sina Akonya Benyai. Now,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Freddie, he always come and talk about mind, about
Yes.
the separation of family and friends and relatives. No,
Mm-hmm.
you know, my wife is facing the same challenge right now, but you know, fuck it, we're gonna move on because sometimes you got to make the decision and
No,
make
nice.
it.
Oh, yeah, American you.
Yeah, I was about to tell now. I say you 21.
Oh, yeah, American you. Yeah. Because of
parents don't see the stress and the pain now and you go through as we being over here, no. And even the friends over here now, you don't want to build it up, no. They feel like, why are you gonna abandon everything you've worked for? Yes, you know, it doesn't make sense to you, but maybe it makes sense to me so much. And cannot still make it there. Me making in Ghana. You know, say man pushy now me say will be asamatadi intimity na man. Also my rama, I'll just go by a naked body. At this point, you know, there's nothing they have to say to slow you down. You know, with this topic today, a very strong and very, very encouraging. Now, I'm going back to Mr. Aboje on his investment. You know, this is my third time investing in Ghana. First one, me on family basis and everything was gone like zero. I went home, I was so broken. 2017.
Wow.
The second one was like solid down, everything was gone. And we're talking about money, you know, we cannot quote it, but the pain now we go through, you know, if it wasn't at the end of December, now maybe share Mr. Bean videos when we were going to South Korea.
Oh.
But at this point, and I came to realize that as you couldn't bet it now, maybe it didn't have to go.
Wow.
Now, no, the knowledge we have learned from those failures, no, is building us so strong. Say, yeah, you can chip in, they can steal a few items and few things, but it's not gonna be like before. The is everywhere. You know, equipment we use air tag there, you don't even know say you report to me saying but I check the location now, you are far from the exact location now. You know, I know what is going on, right? You know, this is one thing that we have to learn how to control our business and just get ourselves involved. And they will eat it, but we will not give them the chance anymore. You
That's
know,
right.
A very painful. I feel your pain, Mr. Menu. It's not easy, you know, being in the code and then taking all this money and somebody else push it out. One country, man, you know, where something so stupid, but I remember I share things. I never can just find a solid way and deal with it because it's gonna be very tough for you. And back again to people who can't religion, this religion, right? Because it's a one guy out. Because it's so no, so we say about heaven, no him heaven, all these things. The last document I'll lay my hand on, no become classification of information in the United States. I've served before, I'm still serving. I have a few months to get out. And they knew every mineral resource in Africa. They know the location, they know wherever it is. Made them go by Ghana. They know where it is. They know. You know, say, Yenya Tanagana, Nekasu, na Hino, I don't know where almost because the thing about coming Jumana, the who documents we from next year, they're trying to recruit from Africa because the people over here don't want to join the army again because you know now is so messed up to the point there. Why they cannot use it for anything. You know, they're gonna use the American lottery. Please and please, if you have family and friends, I let them know this. It's very classified, but you can't repeat, you know, I'm okay. Only the American lottery in the best system in such a way that they'll pick Nipa or more if you do come, they go pim me fear. Do you know Numa, do you know song? Doing I am foul. Ompe mojamono. Ompe mojamono pa. You know, a idea. Oh my ya 20, no papa we know about no or no ni the ones in the aka. They will Obama so because DOD assign with the DOD sign. It's the government have less impact on it, you know. A idea I bet as you movie up. And with this topic in who topic in now, the two one is Mr. Beda, we are subsayana, but you know, it's very so funny. Say you come out with a topic, it's so in line with whatever is going on. But a poem more down natural then, and you're penny the tickroom, the decrying. Say, and got you who dear who ya, Kibianka Kakrani and Yan, the praise about Kruman, Kibianka farm. Now, Mr. Fred just finished up with somebody, he's so eager to be with about Krumhano. Your friends be Macan or Sronia Sasha still. Yes, they sold it because my friend back home, hydraulic, he's well established. Our central region, or most 6 or 5 locations. Sure. And yes, the scar boy to me accumulate our friend myself Pevisano. I pulled my phone and called my account to Mr. Menu. I was so shocked, say I've lived here almost a century. My niece has kind of my council. By the time I didn't know, it's so overwhelming. I don't know what that cash, you know. Or so Stanbic Bank, almost 100 and something K. Oh, now boys, slow down. What did you say about okay, oh boy? Now you know, call why okay.
That's right. Brofuna work on so be
my friend back. I said, so now I was so shocked. I can't mom say, kid, we pronounce him. Who's on the castle? Say, yeah. I come by as you can be, yeah. No, say,
that's right.
But also what you now what you all because of the information I want is so lacking. Because there was a recent book I'm reading about Hitler, black victims, and the German history. So okay, the way not Hitler, he looks at Africans. He had something about us. Ubusa, one of the Pan-Africans was over the Ubusa said, so do you have any hope, say, the white man's education that he has been given to the black man will have any effect on the black man in the white man's land? But maybe your conclusion and I was so shocked here in Brunini Group. If it's education or they brought African between the
no.
And in Iban or in Yano, it was in the quotes. If somebody have the time, wait me read that book, you know. A very one of the lines book I've laid my hands on, the Hitler Black Victims, was written by Clarence Lucien. And it's so annoying. Say, but I say, Hitler's Black Victims.
Okay.
By Clarence Lucien. History experiences of Afro-Germans, European blacks, Africans, and African Americans in the Nazi era.
Wow.
And, you know, it talks about how we Africans, you know, we see ourselves to be so inferior to the point that and looking at the Bible, for instance, you know, okay, say the minerals on the earth now we see this is what heavy, you know. I don't know if I Bible because maybe my mom has And every man now you born a Bible, we have it in Ghana. Or say Ukonanti Sika Bozo, a Rebo, a Putubi Brebo, all those men are in Ghana. The first question was a man, who go to that? What a Ghana who go to the board? Did you say who go heaven now? She've lived almost 60 years in Ghana. Oh, they have passed some of my bad for
who go to Ghana, no, who will have you.
Oh, but it's so unfortunate that they still believe that is how it's going to happen upon all the toil and the suffering that they go through on earth. And this man have come to you, so yeah, there's a salvation after death, but there's no salvation currently for you, who are not going to heaven. That it's very unfortunate, I know it's very late. I don't want to talk too much, but Mr. Abaji, keep heart, and it's gonna work out. It's gonna really work out. And to those who grinding secretly, Monya had a befa Ghana. I have you hope for Ghana, no. Especially Kwame Nkrumah, because Kwame Nkrumah and everything is. I have drawn a plan now. I've bought so much books there, and Ghana, the school I'm reading now, the very first stage. Now I want to give them those books to learn. And right. It's all about Kwame Nkrumah. I have like almost 9 books about him. So we're reading Nkrumah book to you cannot sit in the foreign land. Your spirit becomes so annoyed. And yes, annoying all the time will be out, but you want to go home. You don't see the essence that the melanin in your body, it should not be in the white man's country, because you were created specifically to be being charged by the sun. Or say we are in charge of. Oh yes. If you give me a chance, let me pull this book and give the title. It's one of the best books, almost like $900, but it's very easy to get it. The PDF for they call it melanin. the chemical key to black greatness. That's one of the books. Was written by get it over here. Come on. Yeah, and it was written by Lily Afric. Yeah, and the other one was written by. Let me see over here. Yeah, that one was written by Lily Afric, but this one I didn't see who wrote that book. Okay. I have to have time. Okay. Yeah. So those are the books, and they talk about the cosmetic industry, how much are they invested in? Specifically, say they really want us to look like blackness, and they went to the point that now they have a tablet and syrup, so you can take it, and the melanin inside your body will be depleted off totally within a week. You are white man. Oh yes. They invested $2 million. Wow. Yeah, they invested almost $2 million in that project, and you look like Americans. Normally, I said they don't partner with the Chinese. They really partner with them, because the cosmetic industry in the world is being controlled by the Chinese now. They produce everything in Africa. They bring everything in Africa. Yeah. You have a long way to work, Mr. Obey. But we're gonna help you out. Yeah. But that's right. We are the secret prayers. I will come home. That's I can't just click. The next time you hear my voice, it will be in Ghana. I promise you.
That's right.
Yes, I have like 7 weeks maximum. I can code my days, because I'm done.
That's right.
I've did my part. I'm coming.
We try over US 2 or 3 years. No business is no jai.
Wow.
Baba.
Oh yeah.
Baba said no, he wants to pick it up and do it again.
Oh yeah. It's not easy if you tell the reality to our brothers and sisters at home, and it's a broken heart, because I'm talking about man, your heart will shadow, because
a program around over yeah.
A dream say your social life, your freedom, your love for nature. I lost connection of every. Me man share there, me Ghana there. Me di grand I get you. I was so in depth. Everywhere I was not because me buy and was the walk to school, and I was so smart at school, they were relying on you and all that. You know, if you say no, oh yeah, I didn't know that they were using me for their own gains. Oh, but until I met you, I realized that man, you are just one of the puppets that they're gonna use when dumping. Be very, very careful.
Wow.
And I thank you so much. I thank you so much.
Wow.
And
Thank you,
I'm
brother.
gonna end it again with that book, and I just find out that. And the Black Greatness was written by there's other one that called The Melon, What Makes Black People Black by Lily Afric. And there's another one by Richard King, Master Melon, the chemical that formed Black Greatness. And that book, they stopped producing it because of the omoto with the cosmetic industry. You know? It means we need hard copy. My friend been my friend in our library and that looking at this point, every book about Africa and African history is being written by these white people, and everything you want to get in, you get it from UK Museum, UK Library. I said, are we really okay as a people? They be almost them. You know, some of the book that they see is very critical to our development. They censor it. You can't find it.
That's right. You don't have it.
You can't, because this book,
libraries.
Yeah, I've tried to get a hard copy. No. It also trying to screenshot as a PDF, and I'm converting to PDF on my computer. I'm using it.
Wow.
So read the book anyway. There was a keynote I took. See, if you don't put it in your mouth, you don't put it on your body. So at the end of the show, so if you don't put it in your, I was like, it cut me like me say papa, and I go reading the it is a woody in Kwai, they try any peduane the bleaching. And it's actually from Ivory Coast. So simple. Because the pores in your body will open up and the body. I was like, kidney failure. No, you are putting something on your body. It's going into your bloodstream and it's going into the systems in your body. That's the whole line.
Right.
But we don't see it. But I'm gonna say thank you. You are my savior, and you know, thank you and thank everybody. The game will go on and the fire will never quench. I know
that's
that.
Right.
We're gonna bend through every desert, every green land, every forest. We're gonna bend through it. In Africa and Ghana specific, we're gonna liberate ourselves. That is it.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Same to you, brother. Thank you. Wow. Officer, I don't know. Isaac Asante.
Yeah, engineer, Mr. Dakun.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, for the past days, I maybe US and K, but I chance you on your video, no. Basically, me call China kusunya de akara me ba Ghana. I saw the opportunities in Ghana. Ghana ye baby a se oti Ghana na sebi ahia too much sebi na ye kwajefo.
Wow.
Yeah, because me ba Ghana no me bedruye na sika wo mbotom endru 5,000 Ghana. Eti me de bi boa busuane ade na me sika nyina asan ti me call hu man bi no ba me asase. Na me de 800 don't know. Ete cedi me high enkrofo ma omodo asase ma me no mo nyina do ye just ete cedi wo. Eti me do afuo enya abanche efidi me yere na me matre. Omo abanche ne san ye no be a month ago ni na omo abanche san.
Wow.
Ansa na me ba me do abro ni ade me akosi say problem especially Ghana baby be kakra bi wa ne say ensuo ne ade a challenge wo kuayo no mu fa so kobro hafo a eduru pebre so na kakuayo ne ye a obenya skamo ensuo ne ade but me behu say the best way ne say on betum atu fine say unya wa wasase bi abe fine say 2 acres or 3 acres kra na what yi ba bi kakra bi what tu amona na de plastic rubber asim nti nsuo a eto no tama nsuo to no nsuo nto ebe abegum na ahye ne ma nti betuma yusu sa nsuo no de aye irrigation after and aside that ye ba agro processing so a Ghana akonya bebre ho adwengo kuto anwa ene ade enyina e wo ho no they say mostly foreigners na yes adwuma no yes foreigners na to nkuto aba no mako process no wo tema no mo da ko abroad akotom enku bi e wa abruchiri bia nkuto wum bia ne boarding enku bi e wa abruchiri a nkuto wum bia ne boarding adwuma no ana especially ye Ghana ha no nyame ahyira da bia me ka kire me namfo se wa bebɔ mpae ma Ghana bia how da bia ni kwa so bɔ mpae ma Ghana because dia na nyame mfa mai wa ma eska wa ma ya nimdie wa ma ya hoden wa ma ya asase papa na aya na ya se ye mrantie ne mabawa no ye edupa bia na sebi se ne o ka no na ne yenu ba ho ka conditioning no avia yen especially ya ku school kakra no evitimi via ya to the extent say oh meti hanom no enye ti recently me tiu na am say no go me watch na saade ne epin me na mba afie no na still I say adwen na 2222 na masan ba America han but adwen na san asesa because efie ni fie honestly obia watna otia bruchire bia no se obeka no kra oni bibibia okrum ha na nso kwa Ghana otimi kita osafo akugura odam uwu atimi do dan ja oba but obi o abruchire nipa dodo sen na ti kru we ma o se o wunti o de na japade eja ne ma ne dan o nka kru no ho kru na ankasa na ye ya ba ya betimu no nka ho adwuma anfa se sefata pa se obetima nya o so obetima nya adwuma so se okra be soso no unya bi nya e kinse wala se ya so nti on church no ama normal wura me pa because of late I take time na YouTube for the advert ham there but me take time till you nyina into two because man who say man nuggets because I saw them but I didn't take them serious. Say opportunity go I may call Ghana. Let me advise a lot of people say Ghana is a very good place. We have a very good thing, but unfortunately, no. But I know say I can reverse the situation. Because who say Ghana e kura enye kura kese uwoma say hia wa na sebi se na a woka no na adwen mu asisi because udo nkruma 2 months ubenya udo kakumba 2 months ubenya udo lettuce 1 month
anyway
jene na sa no ma mekan enya de a yemu bia e wo platform yi se ukwa akoto aduane a sa no ma nyina bi wo mu ukoto we gale ni adua ubenya sa no ma ni bi nyina wo de bia ni pedi ti ade a nipa di de bia no ya ade a wo ba unyeska.
That's right.
So eti me buy ya me do mako say every week bia mete.
Wow.
Every week mete. Me buy me jama kufu ma me ma ene me yere na omoto ngusu omote. Eti I saw say Ghana no say unya wa utimi wo skaka krebi obetimi da han asase obetimi de aye a obetimi aye no ma agri ene ba agro processing so a machinery no menu ya no ma platform say machinery a e de agro processing no e wo China And a Ghana so mu ye bi ba Ghana de and you are an boarding. Oh, China hono bit man ye bi an board for to say. Ni ode be ye fancy obe package mako. Obe packaging tools near that. Oko omo online you know Alibaba hono ma o search ya obenya machine ne bo no ni fusoro. And a machine ye di yi anwa. Anwa say ye import more from Cote d'Ivoire any other countries. Ye wo soya bean, odo soya bean a bit more yi anwa film. Aburo ankasa aburo die no de eden but ubetuma yi anwa afiri aburo ubeti ayi anwa afiri anwa afiri ayiwe
Okay.
adwem
Abeg, ade na sa abodon ko
yeah
ha.
maami I want to say wabre
Ma
I want
bre.
to wabre na
Because
me da wase pa because the thing is on church no ye mu bi etie pa
okay.
ye tie pa nyame ya adoma ye beba no hu ye na ne besi bia no so ye be mo ate ye nka ti
Sharp
nyame
on
nka
ya.
mo ho nyame nka mo
Nyame ka
ho
o. That's it.
that's me that's
All right. Kwame wo.
Mr. Oben Pachomawa,
Kwame kakakra na enfim.
me Pacho Medasi, Medasi Pa, Mr. Oben Yetio, na Yetio Dibianso. Now, your friend is oh, church, na say, ye was soon for us on your Kobe Bia and church and your last year, Namini Binim go so. Giddy cry say, Abuchi for Nidia, I say, Yekin, sa condition in a yekan. I say one more deal with the expected result. Say, I dear me, Navy, and yes, it's an omodia. Nti komana ye di na je se obi o te Ghana ne pese otu otu beta ne watu beta no so no sese bebia mi fi ba ne de ho nye nti me de mi nsi ho bi so sa de we to aswa for the next 100 years we will never develop wow and me ye course be GIS lecture ne try dem we UK or can pay say they have a satellite a stationary satellite he study Africa the whole world omu ni bi wo be bia South African kope. Okay, na mibufu ye because satellite one de here omo de map assassin do hu nyoma ekoso and Africa has almost 50% of the world resources. Nti omo steady ye ankasa na ye ka kire o say bibia wote no kra ho nya ntutu fi wo. Nti wo wa ko school kakra sika kakra bo nsem a wo de be share system ni mu no na mu de adwane. Na Mr. Oben nansen ya omo a publish mo afi no omo a publish United States for omo word one the average word of the US and from the age 35 to 45 or so 120,000
Okay.
now me say US dollars so now me say into be atena krom for 45 years no wealth or average na kai hu say krom hanso no Hanas millionaires bebre hopa. Into the average of the whole population, Elon Musk in account. And you divide it over number of population over 330. Into so what to Ghana? Now what to me say over 15,000, 20. You have clock almost 20% of SA, you know. What to Ghana? Now, yeah, calculation. So yes, man, Ghana dollar and to abuchi because a different economy. Into what to Ghana, what to me save you $20,000. I walk clock 100,000 now. You can't Ghana and walk clock it. Obia, you are at a tender age. Why would you use that money? And then come here and start all over again. Me no be be ho akwantum akasa. What krom ha asatan kofo no wo mu ka do so sen sabi ade obetumi de nsa si ne bu akasa we media. Edan ya otima anya ne dia. Wankɔ adwuma 2 days e betu ni sa akokɔ no ye beji dan bank ne beji dan na finance car ye twu anya wo dia nti sa abrabɔ no wo sesan wo dia na wo te Ghana what me save $20,000 within some now wo dia adentina ye di on boni now last na me madam funim bi kasa se se wo pese wo ye investment to fie na me se fie no tete adwen wo krom ha se wo to fie dia ye investment tete adwen. Now, so to come when I work Ghana, no person we investment. Go to Ghana and invest. Make na thank you, sir. My team kofu bebre experience waha. Yes, you had the bebre and I use it. Now, missing no. Sometimes use the calculator. Let's calculate. Na nipa no di enu mo ye Ghana ne watina breach for almost 40 years. ojinemu ding. I'm saying no, what kind of your mindset to? Okay, what to feel have for how many years? Or some to feel for 10 years. What to feel is me to feel 150. See, I what the car saying, medical 120. Ah, no,
After 10 years.
no, would you say, or some 1,800. Multiply 1,800 by 10 years. What years the car saying? What the car saying? No, use the car. Let me try and say, so 20,000 or the shape, yes or no. So the mommy and I'm the Baba Gana be pottery farm over 10,000 layers. Within 3 years.
That's right.
Even if I lose 40%, some could call 40% to grow where 3,000 and many 7,000 layers. Okay. I can make over 200 to 300,000 after the 3 years. One year, Mitchell. But what you would a cow and a so 10 years now was why you say you know, which I actually say, how quana ye dear no one. Ye dear no way, but I dream no, ya butua danino as a son.
Kwame, Adiasa. Inti, for no see.
Inti, Miss Obenia, what can you now there no credit? Yeah, you are between ye tuning now, media, debia maka, Mugusua me to me, Mudia Yamutre. One day, your best friend, I got some stopping to say, I bet you. Yagusua, yeah, you to Bibia, ya bia to Bibia or Ghana, because the Chromoano, she knew her. Into nim ya Bible so ahwe ntina ye Bible sin ye nim na ye di ho da asem ni onim no wo kan no se enya brafie but ye banso
all right
no no so onjin di no no so mbra no ba obeba be hu se sebe e ya adwen na ya asesa no ntime da ase
ya da ase e do bi ase se unya time share kwa we wo be so kaza amo yewe nyesa dia na jese za menu da ase Fred can come obia oba habia you know obia ase nti e be sa to aso. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, bye.